Muabu weze chukubu zomban koma dika don place sampe masa aka jofi Igbo niile. Asem na ntinye aka n'ime gide ụmụ Igbo. Ma tinye aka n'ime gide ụmụ Biafra. Chukwu okike abịa ma aja ani Igbo asị gị megide m. Mana ọ bụ na ma tinyela aka n'ime gide ụmụ Igbo, na ma tinyela aka n'ime gide ụmụ Biafra, na ma tinyela aka n'ime gide Nnamdi Kanu. Onye ọbụla tinyela aka n'ime gide Nnamdi Kanu, onye ọbụla tinyela aka n'ime gide ụmụ Igbo, onye ọbụla tinyela aka n'ime gide ụmụ Biafra, onye ọbụla tinyela aka n'ime gide m, asị m ana tiwelie ya. Asị m onye aṅụọ mmiri mmiri gbagbuo ya. Asị m onye aṅụọ mmiri mmiri gbagbuo ya. Asị m onye a zụkwụ na ana tiwelie ya. Asị m onye a rie nnu atakasịrị ya arụ. Chukwu okike abịa ama ebunye m ọfụ Igbo niile. Ọfụ Igbo niile. Ike nke ụmụ Igbo. Ike nke ụmụ Igbo ji eji ọgụ. Abụnye m gị tata. Tata bụ ụbọchị Eke. Mmụọ niile bụ mmụọ Eke batara n'ala Igbo. Asị m gị binye. Bịa n'ọrụ ụmụ Igbo ọgụ. Bịa n'ọrụ ụmụ Biafra ọgụ. Bịa n'ọrụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ọgụ. Bịa n'ọrụ m onwe m ọgụ. Bịa n'ọrụ ndị ọdịnala niile ọgụ. Bịa n'ọrụ ụmụnne anyị niile ọgụ. Asị m na bido tata gawa ka m na-ekwubi ndụ n'isi ụmụ Igbo, ka m na-ekwubi ọganihu n'isi ụmụ Igbo niile. Ana m ekwubi na tata ka ọgbaghara dị n'ala Igbo ga-adajọ. Tata ka ọnwụ dị n'ala Igbo ga-adajọ. Ejeela anyị ọgụ n'ọnụ niile. Ọnụ ọbụla na-eri nnu eri mmanụ anaghị ekwu arụ. Ọnụ ọbụla na-eri nnu eri mmanụ anaghị emegide nwa. Nnu elu mmanụ nke pụrụ echiche imegide anyị. Asị m ọnụ ada ogbu. Anya ọbụla na-ekpe anya ọjọọ nere anyị, anyị sị anya akpụọ isi. Ụkwụ ọbụla jere anyị ije ọjọọ, anyị sị ụkwụ ada ngwụrọ. Aka ọbụla fụrụ anyị wee tụwa aka, anyị sị aka akpọnwụọ. Osisi ọbụla fụrụ anyị na-atụ mgbe, anyị sị ikuku fụtoo ya. Onye ọbụla fụrụ anyị wee cheta ihe gburu nwa ya gbuo ya. Anyị sị onye ọbụla fụrụ anyị kpọwa akwa alịlị akọkwana ya akọ. Anyị sị anya mmiri akọrọ ya n'anya. Anyị sị na anyị ga na-ejere anyị ga na-ana. Ọ ga-adịrị anyị na mma. Ọ ga-adịrị Nnamdi Kanu na mma. Ọ ga-adịrị ezinụlọ ya na mma. Ọ ga-adịrị ụmụ Igbo na mma. Ọ ga-adịrị ụmụ Igbo nọ mba ofesi na mma. Ọ ga-adịrị ụmụ Igbo nọ na mba niile pụrụ iche iche na mma. Ndị niile nọ n'ụlọ mkpọrọ na ha ga-apụta, ha ga-enwere onwe ha. Na ịbụ nwatakịrị na-asa ara n'afọ n'afọ. Nke anyị kwutere bụ nke ọma, nke anyị gụtara bụ nke ọma, nabata na anyị n'ime mmụọ na eziokwu. Mana nke anyị na-agatara, biko gbaghara na anyị na anyị amara agụ na anyị bụ nwatakịrị. Anyị ekenekwa unu ụzọ ọbụla anyị si na-emegide unu. Bịa gbaghara anyị ma nyekwa anyị ike na mmụọ anyị ga-eji gbaghara ndị mehiere anyị. Anyị ekpe ma kwere na gị nwa bụ Chukwu okike abịa ama, Chukwu Eke, Chukwu Orie, Chukwu Afọ, Chukwu Nkwọ, Chukwu kere ihe niile mana o nwere ihe kere ya. Anyị sị gị ya gozie mmiri, ya gozie obodo niile ọ ga-awụsa. Gozie obodo niile mmiri a ga-awụsa. Gozie obodo niile mmiri a ga-awụsa. Gozie mba niile, ala Biafra niile bụ ndị ga na-azụ ụkwụ n'okporo ụzọ mmiri a ga-awụsa. Gozie ha na Eke, gozie ha n'Orie, gozie ha na Afọ, gozie ha na Nkwọ, na Chukwu okike abịa.
He said, once again, I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE. This is where we worship. We preach the gospel of freedom, the gospel of liberty. We dish out enlightenment to him who cares to accept it and be saved. This is what we do here. Therefore, I welcome once again each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers to this edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE. Today is the 8th day of February 2022. Before I go further, please let me read this memo. Let me read this memo. Let me read this memo. Just hold on, please. I'll be right back. Just hold on.
It's 1809.
Welcome back. It's 1809. I want to, as I said, I want to read this memo. Appointment memo. Appointment memo.
It's 1809.
from the indigenous people of Biafra. The Directorate of State of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB worldwide, hereby announce the approval by the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra worldwide, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, of the appointment of the following persons into the accompanying positions of service. 1. Dr. Augustina Mado Odidika has been appointed the new IPOB USA National Financial Secretary. 2. Reverend Sister Angela Ogoke is appointed the new IPOB USA National Treasurer. These appointments take immediate effect. The IPOB USA regional representatives and all principal officers and family members in the United States are hereby directed to accord the new officers all support and assistance as they exercise their functions and discharge their duties in the service of our people and our fatherland, Biafra. Signed, Mazi JOHNATHAN, Head of Directorate of State of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB. It takes immediate effect. We must continue. Excuse me. I welcome each and every one of you. Without wasting time, there is something I want to read in news, which is also circulating, has been circulating in the social media, but I want to read it here, please. And I want to say something about it. Priest angrily bans Igbo songs in church. In church. Catholic Church reacts. Okay. The parish priest of Holy Trinity Catholic Church, Ewuowa, Boribwe in Ikorodu, Reverend Father James Anelu, has banned the Igbo songs and choruses in his church. The priest who angrily stopped a soul-lifting chorus during the second collection said the Igbos cannot keep dominating other people, even in his own church. He cited the case of his Benin diocese, where Igbos dominated to the point of becoming the bishop in person of Akobeze. Reverend Father James Anelu said that the Spirit of God in any place recognizes only languages indigenous to that geographical location. On saying this, the entire congregation went up into tumultuous uproar, leading to abrupt dismissal as people massively walked out of the mass. That is how it's supposed to be, because by now people should be wise. Do not allow anything to be used to intimidate you or to subjugate you. That is what we preach here. Do you understand? Do you see what is happening? You know, when we say that system is superior to religion, this person is behaving like this because he is there. It's the system that created. It doesn't matter whether you're a pastor or you are a clergyman. You bow to the system. Nigeria's system is fundamentally flawed. Do you understand? Look at what is happening. Let me ask, does it mean that other indigenous songs, other songs are not allowed? The answer is no. But people chose what they like most. Do you know this is the reason why they have quota system in Nigeria? Quota system. In order to subjugate the people that merits the position. In order to curb them, curbing. That is putting sky at our limit. That is the reason why we should run away from that zoo. People don't understand what quota system means. You know, if a country goes on meritocracy, any person that merits that position, he takes it. You know, because they want to continue building the country. Do you understand? That is what it means. Building the country through people that really merit it. But lo and behold, it is not. Because in Nigeria, there is nothing like that. Because if they really put people that merit positions in various positions, everywhere in Nigeria will be occupied by Biafra. That is what Ahmad Bello called domineering. It is not domineering. It is meritocracy, for goodness sake. Why is it that Biafrans everywhere around the world, they capture the eyes of the government? How many Biafrans, how many Igbo Biafrans are serving in Britain, in the United Kingdom? How many? Did they get it through long hand? Say the prime minister is their tribe, is from their tribe. No. But because of hard work, what they are doing, it captures the people around and they say, no, this person is the best. Take him. We can't afford to lose him. But in Nigeria, it's not like that. This is why we want to get out of Nigeria, even since yesterday. We should. Because they put to lead ceiling so that we cannot cross. Everything is quota. Quota system. One person from Imo, one person from here, 10 from Kaduna, 10 from. That is why Nigeria is in a state of mess. It is. This is in the church. This is a so-called priest, a man of God. But he forgot to understand that position as a priest, you should, encourage hard work. You should encourage meritocracy. You should encourage justice and equity. Do you understand that? Our leader said this. In Biafra land, there will be nothing like, this is my brother. For public service. This is my brother. This is my, from my townsman or my townswoman. These people that have this mindset, you ask them, when you travel abroad, you see Biafrans doing very well, to the extent entering into the government of the country. It is not by, why are they all into big positions? Why is it so? Do they have brother there? Our leader said that Biafra will be ruled, will be ruled on meritocracy. If only one family at the best, they continue. From brother to all of them, they continue. As far as they merit that position. That is what we preach here. Let us remove this mindset. That is, I said yesterday that if Biafra is restored, we are going to have subjects or courses in our school system. The Nigerianization. Before you take any of it, you must go in Biafra land, you must go through that course. So that they purge you of Nigerian mentality. Purging. The Nigerianization. This is what all these autopilot infiltrators, these scammers and anyway, he will be on the run soon. This is what they all promote. Do you see it? I am from Ebony, that's why. He is, I don't know why people, thank God the people are trying to now understanding. People's eyes are now opening. How dare you bring this type of disease, Nigerian disease, into IPOB or into this struggle? Any person that merits a position, he takes it. It's by merit, not by you being from this place. You being from this place. No. That is why Biafra will be run as nation states. Federation of nation states. There will be no more anything like a states. When I talk about state, let me explain. Not the state, Imo State, Biafra State. No. All those things will be abolished. We will go to our peculiarity, who we are, our African system. There will be Igbo nation. It doesn't matter where the Igbo that Igbo is. To the Igbo in Kogi, in Benue, part of Kogi and Benue, Lower Kogi and Benue, where they drafted our people, indigenous Igbo, to the north, to so-called Middle Belt, and they are bowing down to the Sultanate. Do you see it? There we make Igbo nation. A John nation will be a nation. It doesn't matter. There should be nothing like a Delta, because in Delta there is a John. Same thing in Igbo. Then Bayelsa, in Rivers. No, there will be a John nation. They will be governing themselves using their own language. Do you understand? The same thing in Doma. The same thing in Efik, in Bibio. The whole clans that make up Biafra. So that when you fail, this thing will bring up competition. Like in United Arab Emirates. Many people think that Dubai is a country. Dubai is not a country. Even Dubai is not the capital of a country even. Do you see it? Dubai is one of the province, a federation, a region in United Arab Emirates. The capital is Abu Dhabi. That is the capital. But where do people know? It's Dubai. Because they indulge in a system. United Arab Emirates indulge in a system whereby they regionalize everywhere, federation, through federation. It's an Islamic world. But look at, they did it their own peculiar way in order to engender, that is to bring sprout up development and advancement. So that you don't feel that any other person limits you. That is what we are suffering in Nigeria. They are limiting our development, our ingenuity. They limit it. Because they feel that if they allow us to develop naturally, that we will take over everywhere in Nigeria. Do you see? This is what this man is doing at the Festus Anelu, I don't know. In a church. Because people love the Igbo music. That's why they sing it all the time. All of a sudden jealousy said, no, you cannot allow it. Why you sing different songs in different languages, and people will choose the best. Do you see what we are suffering in Nigeria? I will not forget one of our brothers that called one time in this platform. He said that his father was an engineer working in Ajokuta. Is it Ajokuta Steel Industry? There, he said there they know. I think is it in Lokoja. In the factory, people that feel there are Igbos, because they are the people that they have the technical knowledge. But the time comes, other tribes started, say mostly Yoruba, they started having jealousy. Now, will this company be for only Igbo? Tactically, they started retrenching them. Do you see what we are suffering? And you will see these idiots we call politicians in our land. They don't see all these things. As far as they have succeeded monetarily, financially, now everybody should continue. Maybe one day there will be divine intervention. I say, a time will come, you see all these politicians. Either they kill us or we kill them. Before God. They are killing us now. A time will come, we kill them. It's not hidden. Because they may go in here to this and here's going onye na matazi. Here's going to the extent onye here matazi. It's too bad. All these things, they don't see it. They are playing to the gallery. They don't see it. They don't see that they are limiting us as a people. They are limiting us, making us. That is why they are pushing our people into our youth, into different things, eating their own faces, shit, in order to make money. Because they place ceiling. In Nigeria, they place ceiling on top of us. We cannot rise. If you rise, they curb you. You see people that are riding taking a paper. You see people that are suffering in our land. These people, if they are in the right environment, they will develop their talents and help develop their country. Provide jobs in their entrepreneurship. But in Nigeria, we are limited. Honestly. This useless so-called clergyman. Thank God for what our people did. I congratulate them. Because now you can no more take our people for granted. And they know it in Nigeria. That is the reason why in the north they don't, they don't come openly to massacre our people again like before. If it is before, every year, maybe 2 times a year, also they will destroy our properties, kill us in any part of the north. And people, small thing, we get accustomed to evil. I say, also now they destroy. Thank God you come alive. Oh, he is somebody that was doing very well. They will destroy his shop, destroy his house, and if he's lucky, he will come back to the village. And oh, you come from Ugu Hausa. Now, wow, thank God you come alive. Oh, I hear that they killed many people. It became the tradition. But today, let them do it now. They know that we don't hide it. That is where we are waiting for them. Let them do it from Metasini. Every time, the same thing. They kill our people in the north. Let them try it. Our leader tactically have been pushing this. Let them, try it now in the north. Kill our people like before. Now they become peacemakers. They love, because they know that once anything sparks, once they spark, they know the people that are telling, do you think that they don't know? The caliphate, they have advisors. Britain will tell them, do not ever try it. Do not ever try it as before. It's no more business as usual. Because any spark, sulfur, once you spark it, it's finished. It's becoming, that will lead to the rapid destruction of Nigeria. We have been praying for this, pushing. Let them give Igbo quit notice. Let them do. They don't. We say where. So how they become gentle people all of a sudden? They don't know what you are made of. Honestly, they understand that any slightest spark, open spark in the north against us like before, is finished. Nigeria, that day, Nigeria will finish direct, no more. They know it. They know it. Everybody is, gunpowder, waiting for any slightest spark. They don't know. I said they know. They know. Not that they don't know. They know. Look at, since this, our leader started IPOB. No open killing of our people and destruction of properties in the north. Unlike before, every blessed year, they can, sometimes they do it 2 or 3 times or more than in different parts of the north. But today, that one is bygone. They don't do it again. They become any slightest thing. They say, "Oh, we are one Nigeria." After you say Fulani, they don't know anything. These people are politically smart. Honestly speaking, they are smart. We are waiting for them any day. Now you see what will happen. This clergyman, this man forget to understand that many clergymen led even revolutions or changing of lives or governance positively. Do you understand? People like Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. He fought for civil rights. Notwithstanding that his life was at stake. He didn't care. He was killed, yes. But today, he has a day of public holiday in America. This monkey talking about Igbo song, he never know. He didn't know. Do you understand? He never knew that there is somebody like they call Chilembe in Malawi. He was a pastor. Do you understand? John Chilembe. He was a pastor in today's Malawi during the colonial period in 1915. Let me tell you, he's a pastor, a Baptist pastor. So that you start hearing what pastors did, clergymen did. You can use that office to do great things. This man, they called Chilembe in 1915. He started what they call Chilembe's rebellion. In 1915, that time Malawi was known as Nyasaland. Nyasaland. He was in the pulpit preaching because that was the first World War. During the First World War, so Britain, the colonial masters, they need the manpower. They are taking soldiers and manpower from Africa. So this man said, "No, this is not right. We don't need to go and fight your own war." He was a Baptist pastor that time. His name is John Chilembe. All these things, you don't hear them. Do you understand? He started talking to the people. Do you see the way Father Mbaka people gather around him? He talked to them. He encouraged them into mutineering, into rising up for their rights. That Britain have no right to take people, manpower to go and fight a faraway war, their own war in the Europe. Do you know what happened? He rose up this radicalism. You understand? Because this man is described as a religious radical with egalitarian ideals. You understand? And this man received the theological education and ordination in the United States. This thing happened in 1915 in Nyasaland, today's Malawi. Do you understand that? He was a radical. He never feared death. He believed in equal right and justice. That people should not that people should not be referred as a lower. No. He is a pastor that speaks in the church. He radicalized his members. Now they took up arms. One day they went out on the street. They see white people. They killed three white people. And they are these are Christians, not people that will come and tell you if they slap you here, turn the other side. So that no respect. Let me play the Nigerian Christian clergy. I want please an example. This is my preamble. Please, this is evil that is in Nigeria. I want to play it. These are clergymen, I think bishops in Kogi State. Listen attentively, Nigerian clergy. Oh, this is all they know.
It's a gift to Kogi State. In case you don't know how special Yaya Bello is to your state, we know how special it is to Nigeria. So can we lift up our voices and appreciate the name of the Lord one more time? You are a Christian here, you are a Muslim here. Thank God for the gift of Governor Yahya Adoza David Bello. Father, we thank you for this gift. 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 Your son has grown. He grew as a child. He became a son. Now he is responsible. Lord, he has ruled your people. He is still ruling your people in Kogi State. He has declared intention to rule Nigeria. Our Father and God, looking with the eyes of mercy. Eyes of mercy. Eyes of mercy.
You see, Nigerian clergyman is a bishop. I'm watching him with a big robe and all that's surrounding him. I don't know whether he's a Catholic or Anglican bishop. Do you see what we are suffering in Nigeria? All round. Everything is wrong in Nigeria. I say everything. Do you see why we want to run away from Nigeria? Where his fellow clergyman. Now, I'm no more talking about far away Europe or America. In Africa, black person like him, a Baptist pastor, he stirred up a revolution in 1915 in today's Malawi. That time, it was known as Nyasa land. Do you understand? And you are telling me that things are good? That everything is okay in Nigeria? And you are telling me that we are not supposed to run away since that is a punishment that we have been here. Honestly, it's a punishment. Look at, I said Pastor John Chilembe, he stirred up a resistance against the British colonial masters in Malawi, in Nyasa land, in 1915. He doesn't care. He was at long last he was captured and killed at the border to Mozambique. But they dealt with Britain. Do you understand? He was a pastor. This person is a pastor that preaches. Therefore, you can use the pulpit to do the right thing. You radicalize the people against evil, against maltreatment. But lo and behold, Nigeria has Nigerianized everybody almost. Do you understand? This is what we are against. And this is what we preach against. Today, I'm going to briefly talk about sacrifice. I think I've said this, I have taught this one time, but I'm going to also say something about the sacrifice, just briefly, before I open my lines. Sacrifice. You know, let me, first of all, define this sacrifice. In this context, the act of giving up something valued for the sake of other considerations. You give up something valued for the sake of other considerations. Also, to suffer loss of, give up, renounce, injure, or destroy, especially for an ideal, belief, or an end. Very simple. This is what led us, or what led our leader to start this movement. And he is championing it by sacrificing. He has been reiterating that he will sacrifice anything sacrificable. That if they say, okay, you are the blockade of a Biafra, bring your head, let us cut it, he will thankfully do it. And he's doing it. Do you see? That is sacrifice. In order to get something higher, you must sacrifice. The problem we are having with our people, the criminals we call politicians today, you know what? They don't want to sacrifice. They don't want to sacrifice. They don't want to go through any inconvenience. They know that we are right. What we are doing, we are right. What we are agitating, we are right. But that their selfishness is the problem. Do you understand? Let me carry you back to history. John Hancock, he was one of the American pioneers, the founding fathers, one of the American founding fathers. He was a very wealthy man. But he sacrificed everything for the American Revolution. He was running, after even they seized his assets, British government, British Empire, they seized his assets. A very wealthy man, because he understands the importance of freedom. Freedom is something you have to give up something in order to get something higher. Do you understand what I mean? You have to give up something in order to get something higher. This man didn't behave like some Igbo elites. How am I going to do our property, my investment? This man came up, John Hancock came up openly. in order to support the declaration of independence. He didn't mind his businesses. He didn't mind. He didn't mind. He didn't care about them. Because he has something higher. Do you understand? Had it been, he was saying, oh, in the case here, man, his name would, had it been, he didn't sacrifice. His name wouldn't have been, known today. Or he would have been known as one of the saboteurs. Do you see how things go? And he wouldn't have been alive. There is nothing that would have made him to continue living till today. That is why sometimes when I look at some people, like this our so-called politicians, I baffle. Are you going to live forever? Are you going to live 1,000 years? Is it not this short life of everybody nowadays? Yes, 100 years. Yes. Why don't you write your name with a golden pen of history? This man, he saw the future. That is why he sacrificed selflessly in order to make sure that people became proud of America as it is today. And you understand? That is the importance of sacrifice. Our political elites, they are highly evil and selfish. That is why they don't want to undergo any inconvenience. You see, when they come, they say, we elders, what we sit down seeing, you cannot, when you climb a skyscraper, you cannot see it. All these are deceptions. They want us to calm down so that the money, they collaborate and, with the caliphate. The crumbs they get, they eat it peacefully until they die. After they are dead, they say, how much is remaining? If I die, you people can go to hell. That is what is in their mind. Do you understand me? They don't want to go through that inconvenience. That going, with at least peacefully, they have their cars, they have their mansion, every day they eat good food, travel anywhere they can. They want as Ohaneze, from time to time, tinye kwanu n'okwu ihe na-eme ụmụ Igbo ihe mere na enwekwara ka esi eme ya ihe anyị wawo ndị okenye nọ n'ala hụ ọnụwawo ụmụaka ahụ bedi ya ọnọrụgodu 1,000 meters skyscraper. It's not now that you can. No. You can't deceive us again. We understand everything. That is why we are ready for anything. After all, people are dying. People are sacrificing, paying the ultimate price in this struggle. Do you understand that? So there is no more stopping. IFL go break. As our brother said, we have no back to go to because there is no back. Do you understand? What we are doing is sacrifice. Our leader is sacrificing. Our leader can take up, take money or position like others. And he will have mansion in Abuja. Or if they come, they will tell him, okay, in order not to make it as if you are staying with the caliphate, stay in Afari Beku. They will build one very big mansion. Tomorrow he will be boasting that, look, you see my fleet of cars. Biafra is not violence. It's by, when the case he can do it, but he don't want to. That is why he's sacrificing. Do you understand? Because what he's looking at is the price in the future. When we are no more. So that people in that generation at that time will look back and thank and immortalize us. And thank us, their ancestors, for fighting for them. The same way Americans today are thanking their founding fathers. Adams, John Hancock. That sacrificed everything. Had it been they didn't sacrifice, they would have been in quagmire till death. Do you understand? So, even our late General Ojukwu, he sacrificed his own personal wealth when the war was imposed on us. There is no other way than the hard way. He had to sacrifice in order for us not to be slaughtered, all of us not to be slaughtered. He did it. But you see the crop of politicians, although since after the war, 1970, the caliphate, they crafted a very smart means of holding us aground. And what is that means? Promoting sabotage, putting saboteurs imposing saboteurs on top of us. The same way they put Omasanda Ikenwachuku to during the confab to represent our interests. We have suffered, honestly. We suffer Gokweno. In time coming, they will be doing documentary of all these things, all these sufferings we are undergoing for centuries. I'm telling you, because we have suffered. How they will bring saboteurs they impose on us. It's mind-boggling. Or Masanda that fought against Biafra. Yo Masanda Ikenwachuku. He was once the governor of Imo State. Very useless man. Very useless man. The time I was very little. Anyway, I will not go there. I don't want to open my mouth. So, what I'm talking about today is sacrifice. The act of giving up value, something valued for the sake of other considerations. If you don't have foresight, you cannot sacrifice. You know, our people mostly have this foresight in money making. The sacrifice they should be doing for patriotism. Now they push it into money making. They take risks in order to make money. But what I'm preaching today is sacrifice for our liberty, for our freedom. People did it. Ojukwu did it. John Hancock did it for Americans. And today, they don't regret it. Anywhere they are, they don't regret it. Do you understand? Even Martin Luther King, he did it. He sacrificed and fought against the monster, the system. You know why these people, let me tell you, why this our people, we call politicians, and those that come for Biafra freedom, this and that, after they will start talking another thing. They are mentally weak. I see it. They are mentally weak. You see somebody like Joe Ibokwe. Joe Ibokwe in the 80s, he was drawing fire and brimstone that if Nigeria is not restructured, that we will carry gun again as Biafrans. Joe Ibokwe, you are hearing, you are seeing today, talking the best saboteur. I mean the biggest saboteur. Now, when they corner you with money, first of all, when they see that you are too strong, they first of all talk you down. You know, there is a way they talk somebody down. They bring you, sit you down. Now, do you understand what you are engaging? Biafra. Ojukwu, that was a military man, he couldn't get it. It's you. It's you. The best thing is to join Nigerian politics. Be one of us. Now you can, one way or the other, get what you want. That's it. And you see the person, his mind, Okoropu. Once they round him up with all these nonsensical advices, as a weak-minded fellow, he will fail and say, hey, now wow. Now how am I going to continue this inconvenience every time I'm running? If I'm running from arrest, if I'm not running from arrest, I'm hiding. You know, say one thing when I will die off. And now what do we go do? Nah, I accept. They will open an account for him. They pump money. Now, before you know it, start deceiving people in the name of agitation. Deceiving people. Because these people, they don't want to sacrifice. They are weak-minded people. Our leader made it clear. He said, I don't stop until I get what I want. It doesn't matter whether in life or death. That is how a human being should be. Do you know the calls and advices Mazi Nnamdi has received right from the beginning? Even from people. There were the ones that was done openly on air. People attack him and say, if you are not this and you don't know what you are doing, this and that. But he continued and persevered. Perseverance. Without perseverance, you cannot sacrifice. You must be mentally strong. Not all these people that have been, just, that can sway wherever money goes. Now make we collect this money now. Waiting. If I don't collect them, I go waiting now. You are not ready. Do you understand me? You are not ready. Once your mind is made up, in order to sacrifice for a cause, you block your mind. Finish. Come what may. At the end, you earn your respect. Do you know that all these saboteurs, even the people, their slave masters, the caliphate that is using them, they don't take them as anything. They don't mind them because they know that they have fallen, they are cheap. Let me give you this example.
It's 1851.
You see, FFK, Femi Kayode, when he was criticizing, attacking virulently, it's not where I'm going anywhere. But when he was attacking virulently, the present government, this and that, now they saw him as a pain in the ass. That they need to do anything in order to attract him to their side. No matter that is what he was doing for. That is why he was doing what he was doing. I see the clip they used to play in our radio. I've seen it. This was an old clip that time. Oh. Some people think that it's recent. It's not recent, please. It was an old clip that time. He was attacking. So, a time came, now he changed as usual. He got what he want with the position he want. Now he changed. They took him to Asorok. That baboon in Lagos that I talked about before. He was jealous. He said, look at me, oh. Me that I've been serving you with all my strength and heart. Nobody even called me in Asorok. And I laugh. This is the mentality, very bad mentality of Igbo politicians. They thought that in politics you can beg your way or through appeasement you get what you want. No, this is where they got it completely wrong. You can never get anything through appeasement. Anything you get through appeasement is not even for you. You cannot, it's just how do you call it? A rubber stamp. They'll put you there as a rubber stamp. Yeah, just like Azikiwe. Exactly. Anything you get through appeasement is not for you. You are not in charge of it. Now this man was crying. Look at me, even fighting my own people, calling for killing of my own people because of them. But they cannot even call me. No person even invite me, even the road to Abuja. And I laugh. I say, look at. When they have missions for such people, they call them low life saboteurs. They know. Once you can sabotage your people, your own people, even the caliphate, they will be dealing with you, but they will not trust you. That is the reality. That is what these people fail to understand. They will not trust you. There is this leaked phone conversation. The second one between Kunle and Alhaji. The second part. Any person that have it, please send it to me. I've been looking for it. I had it before, but I don't know where I stored it. The second part, not the first part. The man, they address it. They address this thing. They say, all these people, they know them now. They are businessmen. So, when this useless baboon in Lagos be talking, he was annoyed for bringing somebody that was violent, attacking the government, and government, the presidency invited him and answered. Why he, a willing tool? They never even wanted to give him a phone call. He said it. And I say, how can they give you a phone call? The highest thing they would do, just like Sampe Master, when he releases his music, they will just quickly give him 50 million. Say, oh yeah, go and bribe him. Because that is what they know is his job. That is his own work. The level he can, that is his level. Because what they know that he needs crumbs, so they give him crumbs. They will give him 70 million naira. Because he will just call, hey, do you know this man? We need to stop this man. No, you see these boys, before they start following him, all they know that where he's going is money. You go. They say, okay, how much do you think that we can? He say, if anyway, if I can, these people, they are too, this IPOB, they are too stubborn. No. Anyway, give me a check of 70 million. I will try. They know they will not say, okay, it's already, don't worry, somebody will bring it to you. That is what they classify this type of people as, that is their level. It's only what they use them for. Because they know what all they need is money, nothing more. Now he will accept 70 million. So now you're again. And he called Sampe. He cut the money into how many pieces? So anyway, let me give him 15 million first. If you don't agree, I will add another 15 million. If you once this boy, he can, what is he never see 30 million before. He will agree, and the remaining 40 million becomes mine. This is the way they calculate. And the Fulani master, the caliphate, know them like that. That is why they cannot even go higher. Even in their own sabotage. The sabotage they are doing, it will not help them. Because the caliphate, they don't even trust them. They know their limits, the way they limit them. Highest he talk, how much? Give him 100 million. I beg, don't bring him to Abuja. We don't want that type of person here. That is the way it is. It is the world. Our people don't understand politics. That person that is fighting everything is the person that is giving them problem. That is the person that they will try one word or the other, even position, in order to calm him down. That is why when I look at these people talking about the Ipob presidency, that they have to bow down. They bow down to the north, to Yerima Shetima, that small boy. For them, he's not a small boy, but Nnamdi Kanu is a small boy. Do you see how our people work? Remember, I'm talking about sacrifice. Our political elites of today do not believe in sacrifice. Rather, they only believe in self-service to our collective detriment. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sacrificed everything, including his life, in order for us to be free. As they say, somebody must bail the cat. Somebody must suffer that inconvenience. Somebody must pay that ultimate price in order for something to be achieved. According to the Christian teaching, Christ sacrificed for you to be carrying the Bible today. But you cannot sacrifice. You don't want to sacrifice. Are you not crazy? Freedom is all that beckons. We can no more afford to escape or avoid this sacrifice because freedom is beckoning. Let us suffer this temporary inconvenience for the everlasting prize ahead. None of us will ever live forever in this world. Therefore, you know, what we are doing is a sacrifice. That is why when some people start equating this thing with money, it's absurd, honestly. It's absurd. Because what we are fighting for, it is something unquantifiable. You can never quantify it with money. That is how human beings should behave. People paid ultimate prices. And that is it. The Israel that even you want to get visa to go. Even governments, Christian governments, they want to, like good luck Jonathan, he went to pray in the wall of Jerusalem. Without them sacrificing, without people like Ben Gurion and others that form Zionist movements, radical. Because you can, in a situation, in some certain situation, it doesn't need gentlemanity. That is why Mazi Chinasanworu, he said that freedom fighting, this is not a gentleman business. So for people that will come every time they come, grammar, you know, theory is very, very good. Now it's very simple. Now let us do it like this. So from like this we enter here. So from go practical. Let's see. You know, what he said, the true challenge. He said, if you say that what we are doing, we are slow or anything, make yourself available in Biafra land, so that you'll be given one mission. At just one mission, practicality, how difficult it is. Talking is very easy. Therefore, I'm talking about sacrifice today. Our leader has, you know, sacrificed everything. I saw the Son of Man in the court, in the last court. His wife and child. He didn't even give them attention more than 2 seconds. And went into the business of the people. Can you do that? Can you do that? I say our people are weak. Mentally weak. That is why. Look at Wazirike. When he started genuinely, it's true. He started genuinely in 1999. But at the time, you see, when you become rounded up with the Igbo politicians, mostly, they start telling you that, now have you seen war? Hey, but this have you seen war? I don't normally hear it again. No. I don't know why. From the so-called elders. Have you seen war? I don't normally hear it again. There are things that before it was the order of the day. But today, no more. I don't, you know, something like, you people would be like, look at South Sudan. It was the order of the day every time before. But today, that chapter has been closed. Have you seen war? We don't hear it again. Because people are seeing war every day now. Do you see it? Sacrifice without being mentally strong, without mental strength, you can never engage in sacrifice. You will fail. Our so-called political elites in our land today, they prefer to live as slaves, eating crumbs, but convenient, than to challenge the status quo. You understand? It takes a very bold sacrificial lamb to challenge the status quo, because it's not easy. Somebody like Mazi Nnamdi to challenge, you know, Mazi Nnamdi is a person that is a British citizen for crying out loud. He has British passport. So a very bright young man that the sky is his limit in Britain, even. So people will tell you, why are you going through this inconvenience? You want to go and do you know what Biafra? You know, do you know? Can you fight Britain? You know, people will tell you that. How can you fight Britain? That is why many of our people prefer to live under slavery, under bondage, as far as Arapium, as far as they are feeding. You go to some of the streets in our cities. in Biafra land. People are there. Rise up. No will. No will. It's only God that will help us. Divine intervention. Because they don't want to sacrifice. They take the easy way. And what is that easy way? Go to church and pray and comfort yourself. Receive words of comfort from the quagmire pastor also. All the same thing. He will tell you how God will do everything possible. That with man nothing is possible, but with God everything is possible. Yes, but don't rise up. Just pray for your own good, so that God will give you what to eat. And don't mind the worldly government. You have a government that is built with gold and diamond thereafter. So you see, they condition the mindset of our people. Conditioning. They condition the mindset of our people into suffering and smiling. People will be in poto. People will be in dustbin smelling. They will be selling. They will be buying and happy like that. You ask them, but this environment, what can we do now? We can't do nothing. Now God, we cannot fight God. We cannot challenge God. These people leave them now. They are worldly. This thing. Oh, praise Jesus. Anyway, don't worry. We are happy. And you are looking at, and you say, are these human beings? Are these? I've told you one documentary I watched. One man and his wife, a couple, man and a wife. They turned more than 2,000 square kilometers of desert, I think Australian desert, if I'm not mistaken, into forests in 50 years of their life. You know why the white people, why they progress? Since they receive enlightenment, that is illumination. Now they become like a God on this earth. Let me tell you that. With enlightenment, you can become God on earth. You become practical. Because to know is good, but to do is God. Many of our people, we go to school, as one man said, what we know, we go to cram things to remember. Not to practice. Because if we practice what we learn in school, we start from our villages. Do you understand? We start from putting in practice what we learn from our villages, our communities. White people, they do practical. Do you understand? You can be laughing and seeing them laughing, but the end justified the means. There is also one other, this man and the couple. He said when they started this, some people think that they are wackos. They are crazy. They live in desert. Every day they are planting trees. Every blessed day from morning till night. That is their job. And today when they look at their job, they convert a sandy desert, hilly sandy desert with sand dunes into forests that now attracts rain. Oh, can't you call that? It's just like God. That's it. There's one other documentary I watch also one day. One man is a French man, a white man. He came to Ivory Coast, Côte d'Ivoire. He said when he came there as a tourist, he looked at the beach, he saw littered bottles everywhere, plastic bottles. He said, hey. Now we started picking the bottles. There's one name they call him, I've forgotten. They took him, look at this white man misbehaving, Onyara. He's a madman. Black people, they know how to make jests of everything. This man said he started picking. Before he didn't go back again. He started engaging children into picking. When they pick, maybe he will give them coins. Now he used that plastic bottle. Do you know what? He started building floating hotel. Today, Maybe if you go to maybe YouTube, you can see it. Or Google. Today, the man is an entrepreneur. He built floating hotels. He's a millionaire today. He used ordinary plastic bottles, gather them. He will be using it to build floating hotel inside the ocean. So different houses, very beautiful. I'm telling you. And there you know that these people they can create. They are acting God. Do you understand? Because they always make sacrifice. That is what we are trying to imbibe in our lives. Sacrifices. So that to get to our end. Not going in the easy way. There is no easy way to heaven. Because they condition our people to just pray. Oh, you pray. Now one day a skyscraper will fall from heaven. It's very easy. Everybody can kneel down and pray. It's very easy. Go to church, read and pray. Go to shrine, read and go and eat your shit. And you make money. Do you see how they condition the brains of our people? Because the people that are supposed to make sacrifice, they are not doing it. It becomes to your tent, O Israel. Okay, now but our leaders saw this and said, no, I have to stand at the gap. After all, somebody have to bail the cats. You cannot be postponing it. Mr. X, all you do now? No. I have to do it. I have to do it. And that is why we are here. That is why we are preaching. Because of the sacrifice of one person. Ask yourself, what are you sacrificing? You know, our people, they love easy something. You see people we call, you ask them, are you a family member where you are? And does it mean that if I'm not a family member, I cannot call radio? Do you see it? Already made. Our people love already made. Now you'll be in your quarter, in your apartment, or in your house. They say, oh, they have restored Biafra. Oh, now you just pack your load. Without anything contributing anything, you pack your load with your family, enter flight, and when you can say yes, hey, Chineke, you should be ashamed. Do you understand? You should be ashamed if you are thinking in this way. You have to make sacrifice in order to get something higher. This is where I'm going to stop. I will go on few minutes break as usual, and when I come back, I will open my line so that people, Biafrans, will talk. Biafrans will speak. I will be right back.
From 7th April 2022,
the selling and eating of nama, also known as cow meat,
is forbidden in Biafra land. Be warned.
From 7th
April 2022,
the selling and eating of nama, also known as cow meat,
is forbidden in Biafra land. Be warned.
Anything that DOS says goes. Anybody not following orders from Chike, from DOS, you will be removed tonight, you will be unsanctioned. You know, before we remove you without knowing where you are. This time around, we will catch you before we remove you. Anything DOS says is what goes. This Rumike is our reconciliation committee. If he calls you on the phone, you must listen to him and do as he says. He is our deputy head of Directorate of State, led by Mazi JOHNATHAN. They are the highest decision-making body in IPOB. If that thing is difficult, then now refer it to me. Do you understand? Anything if they call you on the phone, you don't return their call or you're doing strong head, I will then believe that the zoo has got you over and will be dealt with. We run a discipline movement more than anything. We value discipline more than anything else in the world. In IPO, that's the only thing we have. That is that we are able to defeat the zoo and destroy the zoo is hinged on one thing, and that is discipline. If you know you cannot work for IPO, you get out and join the Sabo. One day your judgment will come. We'll find out those hiding in Kokoni, those are hiding somewhere near Apito, near Swamp. In the River State, we found out of you. Maybe not in water. I say River State because it's upland and coastal region. We found out of you.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi JOHNATHAN Chinedu from Alo province of Biafra land. We are here live and direct today, being the 8th day of February 2021. Our lines are open now, but before anything, please let me also make this announcement. On the 11th of this month, being in the next 3 days, I will be hosting Mazi Tony Nzurumike, the Deputy Head of the Directorate of States of the Indigenous People of Biafra, on our interview program known as Tough Talk. Do not miss it, please. You need to miss it. You don't need to miss it, sorry. On the 11th, time is 7 p.m. Biafra time. 7 p.m. Biafra BT time, 7 p.m. BT. Also, on the 14th of February, I will also be hosting Dr. Cho Ayaba Lucas, the leader of the Ambazonia Governing Council, here live on Radio Biafra London. On the same program, interview program, hot interview. You cannot afford to miss it, please. Because here we are apolitical. we say it as it is. On the 14th of February 2022, time 7 p.m. Do not miss it. It's a hot interview for you to understand who this man is and what he represents. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I have a caller that is the first caller on WhatsApp. Caller, please, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good evening, Mazi JOHNATHAN.
Welcome to the program, please. Go on.
Again, today is my second day of calling.
You are blessed.
Though I didn't join in time, I know you are talking about sacrifice.
Of course.
We Africans, we are finding it difficult to render sacrifice. And no wonder our leader, whenever he's making broadcasts, he said that we Africans are Jew, because we don't have the spirit of giving or the spirit to fight for our brothers. That's not the area I'm going. The area I'm going is that this radio is very, very educative. Let me give a confession. I was not listening to this radio before until one man gave me the wave 102.1 FM.
Since when?
I started listening.
When did you start listening to it?
That is since 2019.
Okay, go on.
Since 2019, and I was following the program on this radio, but unfortunately the FM stopped. I'm calling from the zoo, from my location, though I did not tell you my name.
Go on. Don't worry. Go on.
There's one thing I want to request. I don't know how it may be. I know that the organization are also finding it difficult because of some certain challenges. This FM is very, very important in our area because not everybody can afford this app. Like I'm listening through the app. If there's any way they can make this FM to be speaking in our leader place, because that is the place I'm calling from, so that people can be listening to.
Work is ongoing. We are fighting daily. You know what is? I know daily, every day, uphill battle. This is a struggle. It's not a joke.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's it.
I really understand. Like today now, there's a conversation I had with one man. The man said that he is a Nigerian. Though I was telling that, though, yes, I believe that I myself, I was a Nigerian, but when I started listening to this radio and they educate me, I'm now getting a Biafra, though I'm still in Nigeria. Why I decided to be calling myself a Biafran, because even the northern, they are calling themselves Arewas, and the southwest, they are calling themselves Oduduwas. Then why should I be afraid of calling myself a Biafran, though I am in Nigeria? You see, why I was able to face the man is based on what I have learned from this radio. So dear Mazi, you guys should keep it up. May the Elohim keep on strengthening you. We will reach to our destination.
Of course.
Thank you.
There will.
Thank you.
There will. Caller on signal. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on signal.
Yes, Mazi, I can hear you. Good evening from here.
There will.
Okay, my brother Jonathan, may Chukwu Kikabiyama bless you, guide and protect you from every evil, from all hands of the evil ones. The same go to my leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Omemrezu, the man who has made us who we are today. May Elohim Chukwu Kikabiyama continue to protect him, destroy his enemy before they come close to him, and please release him for us unconditionally as soon as possible, so that he will come to join us once again to make sure that Biafra will be restored. This is my prayer, so shall it be in the name of Chukwu. He said. Mazi Jonathan, my name is Mazi Akas. I'm calling from Austria, and by the special grace of Chukwu, I am the Ipob Austria National PRO. Mazi, please allow me to make this important announcement. Fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, Ipob Austria is once again calling us for a protest that is going to take place in Vienna. We are calling all our brothers and sisters from Oduduwa, from Abanzonia, all lovers of freedom here in Austria. Please come and join us once again in this march. And the title of this protest is Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a prisoner of conscience. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a prisoner of conscience. And we also want to use this opportunity to ask all the zonal coordinators, please, this is mandatory. You must do the needful. Make sure that when you are coming to Vienna, you are coming with all the members of the zone. Please, nobody should tell you that you don't have time, because if all of us is taking the same excuse, nobody is going to be in Vienna. It is must that every Ipobian must be in Vienna for this protest. If you love our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all we want to see you in Vienna. And the date of this protest is Monday, 14th February 2022. I repeat the date again, Monday, 14th February 2022. The time is 10 a.m. in the morning. time 10 a.m. in the morning, and our meeting point is Schwartenbergplatz, 3rd District, Vienna. I repeat, Schwartenbergplatz, 3rd District, Vienna. Please, we ask everybody as you are coming, make sure you come with your Biafran flag on all our regalias. We want to look colorful. We want to let Austrian people to know once again that our leader Mazi Kanu is still in the hands of the zoo under the GSS, and they must release him. And also that their eyes should be on Nigerian government, because on 16th, our leader is once again coming to that their zoo. All eyes must be on Nigerian government to know what they are going to, the drama they are going to perform on that day. Please come one, come all, and as you come, may Chukwu Kabiyama bless you. This is what we are asking you to do, and may Elohim bless you as you come to this protest. He said, Mazi, my beloved brother, I just want to chip in a little thing here that our people should continue to do the needful, continue to march forward, continue to stand stronger and stronger, because our leader Mazi Kanu has been an example for all of us to follow, has been a forebuild that when we look up to him, even if you are weak, you have to be stand strong, because the man that are suffering in DSS is still telling us that we should remain formidable, that we should remain strong, we should keep on doing what we are doing. Because the only hope we have is to restore Biafra. There's no other hope we have. So please, I'm calling on every IPOB and all lovers of freedom, and most especially our people at home. Please continue to do what you know that is right. Destroy any man or woman who comes around you to tell you rubbish about this freedom. Don't allow them to come near you. Hold them tight and make sure you throw them into the abyss, because they are our enemy. They are the same people that are holding us in this captive for all years. What we are fighting is to restore Biafra and to make sure that these good lives that most of us are enjoying here in diaspora, we want to bring it back home. You will live and die. You will not see electricity blink for one day that you don't have a light. You will have good roads to drive your cars. You will have good hospitals. When you are sick, you go to hospitals. Pensioners will be paid. When your wife gives birth, government will be paying your wife. This is what we are fighting for. When you are sick, you'll be treated without taking time from you, as long as you are working and paying your tax. Even if you are not working, paying tax, government will take care of you. This is why we are fighting for Biafra. This is what Mazi Kanu is fighting for. And no human being is going to stop us. If you cross on our way, we will destroy you. Those that have tried it before, they know what they are suffering. Those that are even coming this time to infiltrate IPOB to do their own rubbish with their autopiloters, they know what they are passing through. Chukwu Kabiyama is dealing with them. And their downfall is also being in their front. They are seeing it because their hands are not clean. Mazi Kanu said that if you are not pure in this struggle, you cannot stay long. And we've identified these enemies and we are dealing with them. In no due time, all of them, we will send all of them into abyss. Mazi, thank you so much. You continue to do your good work. May Chukwu Kabiyama bless you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Mazi.
There, remain blessed. I have a caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp. Thank you for holding on.
Yes, Mazi, good evening. Mazi Jonathan. This is your brother from the coastal area, Asemebo Igbaniboye Lekima. Igbaniboye Lekima is from the Calabar-speaking coastal region, the George province of Biafra land. Mazi, please permit me, before we talk about the topic of sacrifice, let me, as usual, emphasize, because of the fact that my coastal brothers need to hear this over and over, as many of them who are listening, that we are a full-fledged and bona fide part and parcel of the East. You know, these people are somehow very funny. They've been indoctrinated and are chosen to remain on that indoctrination of we, not the same as Biafra, not the same as our brothers in the hinterland. We are Calabar, we are different. It is madness. It makes me sick. It makes me sick. That is why I want to advocate and pray that when Biafra comes, mark my words, whoever is hearing me, Mazi, I said when, not if, because Biafra must come. That is the only solution and the last miracle that must happen on earth here. Biafra or death. We have made up our mind. Mazi Kanu has done all he should do. The rest is now left upon us. That is why I want to really thank Shukukabiyama for today's topic of sacrifice. I want to really hit it hard. Mazi, please give me some time. I will also speak in Calabar to my people.
Go on.
Now, please, it is important that you people, my Ijo brothers from the coastal region, from Begbeni to Okotogbo Creek and rivers, that is from the water side parts of Ondo State. They are part and parcel of us. To Bayelsa, to Delta, and then to the real Calabar Kingdom or Krika. You can't lie. You can't keep pretending and lying to yourselves. We are all the same. We are part and parcel and full flesh and bona fide part and parcel of the East or Biafra land. There is nothing like Southeast, please, and there is also nothing like South. Therefore, from Igota, which you call Port Harcourt, to Calabar to you could only go to Omwaya or Were, up to Nature, Enugu, Abakaliki, and the rest of them are all eastern part of the zoo. This contract they call Nigeria. I don't like mentioning that name, Nigeria. It's annoying me. So this is just a matter of emphasis. Let it go down all the heads of the minds of every coastal region here that we are part and part of Biafra, and that is also to say to the Janjaweed that are causing trouble, who places on job, and really and all of them, all these wicked governors in the interland. We are taking record of what you're doing with this big four, this bloated idiot from this misguided person that is lost, is not worthy of being mentioned. Already is going down the drain. All the rubbish people are doing, know well that all these injustices and all these criminalities and all this marginalization and oppression, this your depression and all the attacks that you are making upon our brothers in the hinterland. It is also an attack upon every member, every Biafra, every portable of Biafra. When the time of reckoning will come, we will not forget it. We are taking note in our chronicles. We are writing it down. See, we are going to write down. There's going to be a chronicle of how Biafra came. We are going to write down everything and all the negative imprints you are making. You protect food from the creek. You criminal. You kidnapper. With all the money, all you can boast about is that you have 21 children. Shame to you. Boast about then you are a very poor man. You are a very poor man. So we are taking note of all of this rubbish people are doing, and at the time of reckoning, every of these things will be recompensed upon all of you. I also want to quickly reiterate that that is also not like Hausa Fulani. Please let's not, because here in the south, sorry, here in the east, here in the coastal area, they don't even know much about Fulani. They don't know it's Hausa people. I prefer Hausa people than Igbo man. This want to kill them. It's paining me. How can you love your enemy? And I tell them there is nothing like Hausa Fulani. We have Hausa separate as an entity on their own. They are the national. They are the original owners of the land in the northern area. And then we have the Fulanis that came from Futajalon, that came from the Sahel, that came from different countries through their organ they call Usman Danfodio, who claim to be like we today, Islamic cleric, lied to them and deceived them. So right from 1804, they've been deceiving these people. And today, as I'm telling you, the Hausa tribe have been marginalized. Not only marginalized, they've been subjugated, they've been overcome, they've been totally conquered, and they've killed all of them. Very few people are remaining, married their women and gave birth to contaminated children that are causing all this trouble today. A slave with children that don't even think well. And then you call them Hausas. They're not Hausas. So we don't have Hausa, we only have Hausa separately, we have Fulani separately. Let it go into the intelligent heads of all the coastal area members of IPOB that is listening to me today. So the Fulani parasitic attachment just started not too long ago. If we keep believing this nonsense, Hausa Fulani, we may as well one day keep believing until we wake up to begin to hear about what's it called? Fulani, Ejo Fulani, and the rest of them, Igbo Fulani. God forbid, may Chukwuka not allow it to happen. They fix Fulani and the rest of them. And then whatever evil, whatever terrible subjugation and the oppression and all the marginalization and the destruction, this wickedness they've made upon Hausa people will also be unleashed upon us. But may Chukwuka not allow it to happen. It will not even happen. That is why I sent on Hindu, our father, the savior of our time. This is what the frog, the big pig, the bloated pig doesn't want to hear. hear it from the mouth of your fellow coastal brothers. We hail him because he is an exceptional person. You can't compare yourself to him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only dude, the leader. We willingly, nobody bribed me, nobody coerced me. Nobody, we know the sacrifices we are doing here in Igocha. Mazi, you will not believe that we don't have the radio, but we don't mind. We spend tens of thousands of naira secretly to make sure that we share data, to make sure that we share the IPOB family app for everybody. Because the guy is cast, everyone must be on deck. We can't keep on pretending. Wherever I stay, wherever I go to. So right now, I had serious discussion with my pastors in my churches. Every pastor I contend with them. I tell them, if you don't preach Biafra, there's no way I can attend their church. And God has given me influence over youth. Wherever I go to, I influence youth, and they listen to me. So by the grace of Chuka Biama, when God is sent to be our Savior, He has done His part, and the rest now is left for us. And we are not going to keep any stone unturned to make sure this thing happens. My greetings goes to the able generals. In the Bible, there were men they call David's mighty army. Mazi, you are one of them. Mazi Jonathan, you are one of them. Thank you for keeping up the entire process. Beyond all of the troubles, all the trials, all the issues, we hear everything. We are hearing everything. Here in Uganda, we hear everything. From when these people in US started their rubbish to when this idiot in Finland, and the rest of them, up to yesterday, trying to, blackmail and say some similar things against watching. Was it amazing, and I thank God for the way Faye tackled it, and I was with her throughout the night. She tackled him throughout. We were together. We were on this thing, and they handled him very well, and to keep handling him. In fact, he's in trouble. The bigger brothers appreciate all of you. Thank you, and thank you. Sorry, I may not be able to do it conventional because I'm really hot this evening. I really have a lot of things to say this evening to our people, because we can't remain like this. Things are terribly happening, and this so-called contraption is not. Whatever is happening in the east is happening here in Winterland. The only difference is that the direct attack of bloodletting and killing has not come. Why? Because of the last line of defense we have that are tackling them here. If not, is it economic stagnation, which is even the worst? No money, no companies. Our oils are polluted. The oils, so-called oil that we hear with our ears, our own oil, we will not see it, and they polluted all our lands. Everything is degraded. Since I was born, now I'm getting old. I have never been able to hear and see. They say that we are the future leader of tomorrow. We have never led anything. My great-grandfather was given the promise of becoming future leader of tomorrow. Nothing. My grandfather the same thing. My father now is old. Nothing. I am also now becoming at the prime of my age. Nothing. If we continue this way, our children will not be able to get anything. Wake up all you coastal areas and stop pretending. Stop lying to yourself. Let us rise up to this responsibility that you will get them as placed in our hand to redeem and save and salvage our nation. Biafra must come. Biafra or death. Biafra or no way. Unless Biafra comes, you and I also will remain struggling and smiling. Angelic Kunji sang a song from the Republic. We live in style. In fact, we are suffering. The last said it, suffering and smiling. That is what is happening everywhere in Biafra land. Whether you like it or not, whatever they are doing to the Igbo brother, to the Fulani man, you also Yamiri. Kalabari man, okay, man, you Yamiri. Today, yesterday, last week, we heard that they give it a ban to Amechi, and I know that Kai, he has gone to drink that water. He has been transformed to become the full-fledged Fulani man we know. He is not representing us in any way. When they imposed him on the stool to be the president, that is their wahala. What we know is that our new deal is coming out, and Biafra is coming out, and it's coming out with a flag of victory in his hands. Mazi, let me go straight to our topic of today, sacrifice. For the past months, I've been very, very intense in my research. I've been thinking, what are these churches doing? Where's their contribution? All these religious centers, all these religious people. Because right now, I've stopped going to church. My life goes. It's annoying. I'm a Christian. I was born there. I married there. It is when I now heard that even my general was here that I appreciate and worship as God before now. 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago. Does not even like any about this Biafra struggle. But it's living comfortably with all our contribution in Lagos. And then I made up my mind that I am no longer going to be part and pastor of them. I told my wife, just like we have bought Nama meat, just like we have bought this so-called Nama, That is why we have bought all these churches that don't want to hear about Biafra. But you want to chop Biafra money. You want to take advantage of Biafra people gifting and talents, and they are singing for you in your church and you are prostrating. Go punish it and there. It will not happen anymore. Man, do you know that I took a retrospective introspective of all that's happening and also came up with something that 7 entities, 7 institutions, or 7 mega pastors, or 7 influencers in Nigeria alone can come together and turn things around, complementing Mazi Kanu's effort. For example, this pastor they call by the Jew, Pastor Nnamdi. Yes, I know he's a Yoruba man. He's a Dudua. But do you know that this man that redeemed has serious influence? If you see his crowd during the Holy Ghost Congress, they shut down not only Lagos. If you think that's the only Lagos that shut down, then you are wrong. Other states are shut down because other smaller churches, like in Port Harcourt, in Ugota where we stay, that this man they call up in Delta State, Apostle Joseph Suleiman, is a loyalist to Daddy Gio, Pastor Nnamdi. You don't dare not talk against that man. He want to fight you. Apostle Shibuzo Chinyere in Port Harcourt here is a loyalist, and this one pulls so much crowd. If this man that the Jew they call Pastor Nnamdi, Pastor David Oyedepo, behaves and does like John Tulembe of Malawi, like you mentioned, sir. Take the sacrifice, come together, all of them. Just for Tutu of South Africa, all of them did and why they don't listen reading their history. These are also men of God. These are men that angels will stand for when they are entering the kingdom of God in the hereafter, because they did what they are supposed to do. Daddy Gio, Daddy, I challenge you today. Arise, walk with your brother David Oyedepo. David Oyedepo has strong influence, living faith church. If you see the kind of crowd they pull when they are doing what's it called? Every January they do a program. Everywhere in your country shut down. Master, do you know that there is a man they call David Ibiyomi here in Ugota? David Ibiyomi is a direct devotee to Adeboye. If Oyedepo says run, everyone run. And this man, if David Ibiyomi is doing his glory reign or 5 years of glory, no church opens, because every other churches in Port Harcourt, and East Rivers, so-called rivers as a whole, all of them from villages, interval, all of them from coastal area closes and goes to that 1 week. No church opens. Streets will be quiet as if everywhere, streets will be quiet. Why? Because of one man. Why am I saying this? If this man can have such an influence over such man, there's one they call George Zuma. He's the second person in Ugota here who is doing very well with a huge crowd. I've mentioned 2 people now that the Gio, Pastor Nnamdi, you can make changes. David Oyedepo, if you're sincere and heaven is real and you say that Jesus, this is the time what to know, sir. The next man I want to mention, the 3rd person, is Pastor Williams F. Kumuyi. Pastor Williams F. Kumuyi has strong influence over the man that owns the Geo of Ottoman Catholic Charismatic movement. A very huge crowd also. Deeper Life alone has huge influence over charismatic, has the baptism, Holiness movement, CPM, and the Assemblies of God churches. There was Pastor Chidi Okorafor. All of these men come sit down together and let's talk on how we can embark on a 2 weeks, consistent 2 weeks peaceful protest on bad governance, peaceful protest on how to bring about referendum, and see these idiots, this caliphate will not run, they will run. What about all these our white government churches? The man, that Shofa is the head of Celestia, Suleiman Sarafi and Brotherhood, and they're joining force now with the heads of all the Catholic and all the Anglican churches. Thank God for Pastor Baka, Reverend Baka, and the Bromanso. I appreciate them. They should God bless them and give them more courage and more strength. In Africa, here in Nigeria, we are very, very superstitious. All those people that believe in other systems, other religion, like Jehovah's Witnesses, they are the worst kind. They don't want to get concerned about anything, but you want to come and preach in my compound. You carry Bible every morning, you come. Jehovah's Witnesses and their head, they are plenty. If all of us join together, you must join on this one. If you don't join, when Biafra comes, one of you will exist. One of you will exist. Sorry, sir,
yeah, many people.
So we have the Rosicrucians, we have the Amok, on all of them. What am I saying? Sacrifice. Let us sacrifice. I'm here telling to all the youths, as I mentioned this to the Jews, I know that there are one or two of their people amongst us are hearing me. Go to about the Jews. Let's send it to your head. Let them come together and hold an indoor meeting on how we can organize traditional worshippers. All of you that believe in Amadoha, that believe in Mother Devojo, Kunu, Shango, they believe witchcraft and wizardry. All of us, let's come together as one and salvage this our land of Biafra and make it happen. That is my own submission on this evening. Sacrifice 2 weeks of intensive, just like the answers protest. If these men can come together, 7 of them can come together, or somehow, and then be the speakers in their churches, and then allow the youth to go to the streets and say, Lagos is closed, Ipob is closed, Oyo is closed, Igosa is closed, Arusha is closed, and then let's see whether these gentlemen and their stooges and all of them will not run away. Like Tinubu did. He wants to come for presidency, which we will not see. So fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, radicals, and I want to appreciate you, our media warriors. Thank you very much. Mazi, thank you very much for everything. Thank you for the opportunity given to me to be able to air my mind. I want to say thank you very much. I don't know what better to say again, but I will not be able to live without appreciating what you do. I want you to do Kanu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you. You are indeed a man. You have been friends so much. This doesn't add us the spirit, and it's impossible. We cannot repent. If becoming a Biafran means mistake, I exalt this mistake. If becoming a Biafran is something, if pronouncing I'm living my faith, but Biafra is my religion, it's our tradition, it's our religion, it's our values, our everything. And here I really Biafra will worship. Master, please, before I go, do me a favor. I want to just make 2 requests. One, I beg you, every of these topics you have given, every of these topics, they are exceptionally okay, wonderful and great. Every of this teaching, not only from you, but the ones we get from Kimnawe Tarinimi, the ones we get from Okechukonoha, the one we get from Bilo, I, Peters, Amosie, and yourself, and Machineke. I pray that, and I beg that they all be kept in cool archives, because we're going to have, just like you said the other time, we're going to have a course, de-Nigerialization. This is what we're going to use. People will take 1 year or 2 years to listen to all of these things over and over, who are not with us. So that when Biafra come, they will not enter into Biafra this mentality of this zoo. That's one request I want to make. Please, let that be a record, a recorded version, a storehouse of all of these things. And I want to beg you, Mazi, please. There is this clip you normally play about Amadi Bello talking about with the coastal areas being a willing tool and please, I'll be very appreciative if you can send it to me, either the link or the audio or the video, whichever way. So this is my line, that I'll be able to use it for my evangelism here in the coastal area, sir.
Just send me hi, just send me a message so that I will know remark is you.
All right, I'll do that, Mazi.
Okay.
I'll do that, Mazi. All in Biafra, Biafra will heal thee. Thank you, Mazi. God bless you.
And you too.
May you God them bless our hustles, our struggle.
There, thank you. We must continue. It take almost 13 minutes or something like that, but we must continue. The spirit of Biafra is something else. Caller on signal, please. Thank you for holding on for 18 minutes. Go on, please. Mazi Madabuchi. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing my brother. Good evening, Biafrans, and thank you, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, for taking my call. Yes, the topic of tonight, your presentation tonight, is sacrifice, and there's no gainsaying. It is absolute truth that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is my role model as in a freedom fighting of my time. I've seen him in life and the flesh. He's a role model. He's determined. He's tested. He has been tried, and he has been trusted, and he will be justified by Chukwuokike Abiyama. He has been justified anyway by Chukwuokike Abiyama by letting what he said come, because that's how the Bible says a prophet is recognized. It's he who says, "Thus says the Lord," or "Thus will it be," and it happens. So he has been justified in that aspect, but he'll be justified by the restoration of Biafra in the name of Chukwuokike Abiyama. Why this topic you treated today is very important, because if you go to the last stanza of the Biafran national anthem, it says, and I quote, "Oh God, protect us from the hidden pitfall, guide all our movements, lest we go astray. Oh, say, give us the strength to heed the humanist call, to give and not to count the cost each day. Bless those who rule to serve with resoluteness, to make this climb a land of righteousness." So the emphasis here is give without counting the cost each day. This is to our brothers and sisters who are in this struggle in IPOB. We have to imbibe the principles that have bring IPOB to where we are and marching forward until we get to Biafra. And those are discipline, consistency, command and control, and resoluteness, and giving without counting the cost each day. That will sustain us. It is not over until it's over. So let anybody say, "I've been doing this since 2014, 2013, and so forth." It is not over until it is over. And there's something they say in Igbo language, that I can loosely translate it that if you are working for somebody, or if you are working for somebody, or paying for something, and at a point you stop, your effort you have put before will be in vain, will be nullified. So it is very important. And in that vein, I'm begging my comrades, Biafrans, to know that, again, they say in Igbo language that and then that loosely translates that good soup na money make am. Everybody from Biafra land will know this phrase, good soup na money make am. And that means in this context, paying our dues and levies, monthly donations, freedom and cultural levy, which many people know as defense fund, and then doing ESN contribution. So this topic you treated tonight is very, very important, because I know that all the positions in IPOB, from the DOS to the other lower levels, these are volunteer works, and those entail sacrifices, because all these people are working, doing their family businesses and doing their own businesses and doing their jobs, but they have time to make meetings and do the contributions, and it entails sacrifices. So I will say that I will pray to to energize everybody who is in this office, and in any way, in any level. And we are not illiterate, as some people are insinuating. We are not illiterate. Even illiterates, some illiterates like my mom, I can tell you for free that my mom didn't go to much school, but my mom had the wisdom, she had the depth, she had the principles, and she's loyal. So if you are claiming that your PhD, you are Albert Einstein, but you have none of those, then I don't know where your education will lead you. But what happens here is that Biafra is a spirit, and it has a way of exposing pretentiousness, laying it bare naked to everybody to be seen. So my brother, I have to leave it here. Thank you very much. God bless you, and continue. Good night.
There will remain blessed too. I have a caller on What's up? Welcome to the program. Thanks for holding on. Caller on what's up? Can you hear me?
Yes, good evening, sir.
Yeah, well, welcome to the program.
Yes, good evening, great Biafrans all over the world. My name, the name Mazi Wisdom. I'm calling from my location, but I'm from Ohio, my Sinimo province, Biafra land. Mazi, I want to really appreciate you, all your topic, all this time. I'm listening, but I'm not calling. But we remain committed everywhere we are listening. You're really doing us great. You're really great, and you're making us proud. I want to appreciate you. May you come and bless you, sir. Great Biafrans, I want to really talk about this topic. This is sacrifice. You know, when we talk about sacrifice, we talk about all we are putting in to make sure that we restore our nation, which other nations did their own, like the Israel that our broadcast services mentioned. He said that Israel, they sacrificed a lot. They sacrificed a lot. And for we to achieve our own nation, a nation we're proud of, a nation that when we look up to, we say, I from this nation, without any harassment or without any intimidation, it will require a lot of sacrifice, which we have been sacrificing, like people that were killed in 2015, those they killed 2016, 2017, till this moment. We are still sacrificing, but we need to put more effort. We need to push more harder to make sure that the world recognizes it. At least we can see what is happening these few days. Yesterday, the Prime Minister of India said that it's the time for UN to look into the case of Biafra. Today, the Emma of Peace have also said something that they need to talk about Biafra. So with all this sacrifice, I want to show that all we are sacrificing are not in vain. If you are one in Twitter, make sure that you're there in Twitter. Make sure you're tweeting all the time. Don't, murmur because of your data or whatever that you're spending. If you're Facebook, make sure that you do the needful. We need to be in all social media to make sure we tell the world what is happening, the way they are killing us in Biafra land. But one thing is certain, that we can never relent, we can never surrender, we can never go back until Biafra is restored. It doesn't matter what they do, it doesn't matter what they killed. You can kill us, like our leader said, we will kill them, they will kill us, and at the end Biafra will be restored. So we must sacrifice. If you are not the type that pay your monthly dues, these are sacrifice. Make sure you pay your monthly dues, your ESM money, and all the cultural levy and everything they defend for. We need to pay all these things because it's what that will help us to continue propagating about the good news of Biafra restoration. So I want to urge Biafrans all over the world, sacrifice. Without sacrifice, we cannot achieve our end. But with sacrifice, we know we are going to go far. Okay, look at our leader, what he has been sacrificing from, when he started. Good luck arrested this man. He still remain formidable. Buhari, this is the second time they arrested him, but this one is an extraordinary edition. For this man still remain formidable. They went to their house, they burned everything, they killed people in the house. Sacrifice, our leader has sacrificed a lot, but he still remains formidable. He never, think of going back. He said, I will sacrifice all the sacrificable. So therefore, let that mind also be in us. Let's say that we will sacrifice all the sacrificable to make sure we restore our dear nation. Because Biafra is a nation that even all the Africa, will be proud of. They'll be proud of it. Coming to the Catholic priest that banned Igbo song, Mazi, I'm telling you that this place I am, go in the morning, early morning, when you come out, I'm telling you, in their houses, what they are playing early morning is Igbo song. I'm telling you. And they are proud of playing Igbo song. But those that claim that we are one Nigeria with, they hate Igbo so much. But one thing is certain, like what they did, is it needs to make us to think home. Biafrans, we need to think home. Because we can never sing the love song in a strange land. Nigeria is a strange land we are in. And we need to think home to make sure we restore Biafra. Thank God that what is happening for our people to learn. And one thing is certain, at the end, Biafra will be restored. and all glory and honor will be given to Chukwukabema. Thank you, Mas, for picking my comment. Chukwukabema bless you.
And you
Thank
too.
you, sir.
There will remain blessed.
Thank you.
Caller on signal. Just hold on. Let me see whether I can. When people start speaking, calls will be flooding in from direct line. I don't know why. But once they stop, I mean, instead of them calling, they will keep quiet. I don't know. I don't really know. It beats my understanding. Caller on signal, please go on. We cannot continue waiting. Go on.
Oh, hey, Biafra, Mazi JOHNATHAN, IPOB is one family. Insilo calling from Morocco. Mazi,
let me ask you, please, because there is this thing that happened there that went viral. I listened to it in the news in Morocco about the one chap of 5 years. Was he rescued alive? No.
No. Look. The guy is even close where I'm living. They call the place is Shashawin.
Okay.
Shashawin is a Jewish settlement where they escaped to the Europe through 31 to the mainland of Spain. Listen, I thank you for what we are doing, Mazi. You are giving us a link of what to, route of escape from this dungeon called that one Nigeria. You know, there is a place. The guy did not rescue alive. He was there with injury.
But the whole country was at standstill, isn't it?
Oh my dear brother, no television was every television.
Have you ever seen? Do you know that if it's Nigeria, people will gather, some people will be praying after there. Now God, anyway. No, government will not even do. You know, you look at fire burning markets. No fire service. You know, when you look at all these things, you say, why are we? God punish us by bringing Frederick Lugard to join us in that quagmire. I'm telling you, nothing. You cannot see people. Never government. Maybe a child or a person being rescued, it become a very, heavy something in Nigeria. Never. Because people are plenty, so people plenty. Any person can die. Life has no value in Nigeria. But look at in Morocco. I say for days, people were watching it live. Government brought heavy machineries, digging in order to save the child. In Nigeria, who born you? People will be shouting, Jesus, only the feet. Mazi, please go on. We are in a quagmire. Go on.
My brother, you will live long. Even the guy, when he give up, you know who called the mother to tell her that the child give up? Is the king of this country. Direct to the mother. I say you will live long, because the same thing you are talking, I have been telling their people. Say, how many people inside the group? They say only one person. I say they should thank their God because their king is doing well. As they say what I say in Nigeria, nobody they will say seal it. One person close it, and even nobody even before talking of even showing the world that such a thing happened, they will cover it up. They say this is how we live. My dear brother, where I'm going is your point of this Yaya Bello and the sacrifice you are doing. You are saying this night. You see, we are talking of Igbo presidency. That such a thing is we should put it at our back mind, because such a thing. These guys you call, is it Rotimi Amechi? He's an Yoruba oligarchy trainer. Rochas are born in the north, trained there. I'm telling you see all these people, what we are clapping. These people will help Fulani to dig that Quran in Atlantic there with that gunshot. There you see this, my brother, Colonel Wobusi. My brother, this sacrifice you are talking now, my dear brother, I'm sacrificed. I've already shot my knife already. Because I know that it's not a dream, it's a reality. This 2023 must be held. That is where the Nigerians shake themselves to the ground. Because of what? Nobody will tell you to go back home and do what and save life, even though you got there. This is part of the sacrifice we are talking about. It will become because of what? There is no sign of remorse. There is no anything that these people have been doing there to show these people are the one watching what Hope Uzodinma is doing in Imo State and the other one in Ebonyi State. Now, why you give these people, what are you expecting them to do? That is the end of all. So even anyone from the north, I know that they are not going to hand over because of they know what is going to face them. We will never give up. We must wait that war with our last blood. Mazi Jonathan, my dear brother, keep it on. You are a great man. God bless you. And bless this struggle. Oh, Biafra, everyone family.
Biafra. Thank you very much. We will only pat ourselves in the back, at the back, when Biafra is restored, when we achieve our goals. For now, we are all doing it in our own ways, or using our own talents. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
I know what I am doing. But then, in order to make things work normal.
Caller on WhatsApp, are you talking to Ross here or in a remind Bawijiji?
You see what is happening? I'm in the office.
Caller on WhatsApp. In I know him neku. Caller on WhatsApp.
I'm the one to about it now.
Mazi, I know him neku. Caller on WhatsApp. Chineke. Yes, caller na akpọ na WhatsApp. Or why you wake na agwa okwu? Radio Biafra ke na agwa okwu ke nwere onye ke na eno.
Listening to the last call.
No, you have to concentrate yourself when you call, please. Please, the platform is yours now. Ganiru.
Mazi, I pray that Socio-political will strengthen you. Strengthen all the DOS. Strengthen all the genuine people that is fighting for Biafra. And I pray that now our Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi, although victory is sure, I have seen it in the dream. He must conquer. I thank you very much for the good work that you are doing. My name is Mr. Chidebere Obieibo. I am from Ihala, local government, Anambra State of Biafra.
Many things are happening. We are getting currently.
Yes, I am in Lagos State, but even today I contact hearing everything that is happening.
Right now, we are receiving breaking news reports of everything that is happening currently in here. Yes. Of course. We are seeing it.
I want to use the opportunity to talk to all the Biafrans, all the lovers of the freedom, for all of them to be very, very, very careful. Before now, I was listening to Mazi Simon Ekpa. I was one of the people that used to clap for him, that is doing well. That was when he started new, ever before the kidnapper of our Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi. And before so few days or weeks, they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi. I was still listening to him, I was still clapping for him. That he's doing well. But as God may have it, God have opened my brain. God have shown me where Mazi Ekpa is going. Mazi Ekpa is not working for Biafra. I can vividly say that, which I can challenge anybody that will tell me that Mazi Ekpa is working for Biafra. He is not working for Biafra. He is so inquisitive. He is so inquisitive in order to deceive Biafrans, hoping that now he is doing well. Anybody, I am talking to the Biafra general now. anybody that opened his mouth to speak against BOX, that person is not fighting for Biafra at all. Because BOX is entity that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Onyendu, our savior of this time, is the people that he worked for, people that he trusts, people that he tell us, Radio Biafra is where we watch it. The hierarchy of IPOB is BOX. Whatever thing that say is final. How can Mazi Simon Ekpa deceiving people that he is working for Biafra?
I think no need of even mentioning all this. We have, I think we have put this thing. Just please.
I am burning where I am now. Because in every blessed day, thank God that all my friends, all my members, because I am a member of IPOB family members here in Lagos State. I have been telling everybody, and thank God that many people have been understanding and seeing that where that man is going. Although Chukwuka will give him his own prayer when the time comes. Then I thank you all for good work that your people are doing. Keep on doing it because people are listening. The world is listening. Victory is up. Then all the things that is happening for these few days have shown us that God is by our side. I have it. I have the dream, and I believe. I am telling the Biafrans to believe so. By 16th of this month, the call appearance of our Oyendu, that will showcase, that will show everybody that God is with us, because this same thing must be happen that day. Everybody should stand on his feet. Don't be deceived by all these useless autopilot that they are there to deceive. I'm fighting for Mazi. It's like I am telling people that what my mind is telling me that all these autopilot them, they think what they did, they believe that Onyendu will not come out again. Because I am asking myself, if these people is really a follower of Onyendu and they believe that Onyendu is coming out, why are they fighting? Why can't them rest when Onyendu come out? Onyendu will talk to us and tell us what happened in Kenya and what goes on or what did not go wrong. Why are they fighting? Why are they too inquisitive? Why are they so fast? In order to blackmail, in order to tell us this person did this or that, these people are a distraction. These people is from the pit of hell. I am talking to all the Biafrans. Everybody should desist. Everybody should desist to hear, to listen to the brokers of all these autopilots. They are deceivers. But although the Chukwuka has started paying them. Because this recent incident that happened between them and the Mazi have opened their nyach. All the way they are concord, the way they are saying lies.
Thank you, Mazi.
The way they are saying things that they don't want. God have opened their nyach.
Of course.
So, Mazi, I thank God for your good work. Continue doing it. The world is listening and is really fruit. God is by our side. All the freedom fighters, all the members of IPOB, I am encouraging everybody. Here in Lagos, where I am, I don't fear, nobody should fear. I talk to everybody that is the solution. In fact, what we need is Biafra, nothing. All these flesh them, all these useless politicians, them, thinking that they will, although thank God that our eyes are open. Our eyes are open. Thinking that what we need is 2023 president that they can never see. Everybody to desist and they come out in mass. On 16th, I myself, I will be in Abuja. I am telling everybody that is in this zoo for Nigeria, any place you are, come out, because me and so more than 100 people that I am working with here in Lagos, we are going to Abuja. We are going to demonstrate something different from what is going to happen. So everybody should join hands. Let it show we are going.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Remember blessed. I have a caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi Chinedu.
There, whoa.
I salute you, my brother.
And you too.
I greet you, Mazi. You have been doing wonderfully well, Mazi. I say may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to energize all of you on this very hallowed platform. Mazi, I remain Mazi Emmanuel. I'm calling from Paris. I come from Ndejeze. Ndejeze is in Imo province. Mazi, I said that today's topic, Mazi, is really educative. Mazi, if you look for example, the way the constructs of Nigeria, Mazi, if we can record that since the beginning of the agitation for Biafra, the United Nations has become like a lizard. They have turned to Ngwele. They no longer speak. All the world powers are all pretending that they don't know what is going on. Why all of them are aware of what the indigenous people of Biafra are passing through in the zoo called Nigeria. Mazi, it is the same referendum that Boris Johnson, the current UK Prime Minister, agitated about, if I may say, 4 to 5 years ago, and he later got it, and they voted and they quit from European Union, and today Boris Johnson is the current British Prime Minister. It is the same thing that Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, demanded from the contraction called Nigeria. The same British government conspired through the Fulani herdsmen and some Igbo unscrupulous elements conspired and extraordinary renditioned him from Kenya. Mazi, you see, this Nigeria is like a heavy load that was built on the shoulder of the indigenous people of Biafra. Nigeria, the same way, if you go to Nigeria today, Nigeria is operating to the detriment of the Biafrans. It is the same way also the white people's countries, all these so-called superpowers are operating and enjoying themselves to the detriment of all black race in this world. There is nowhere you will go today that blacks are relevant. Being it the one that is living here in the Western world, being it the one that is living in their homeland, they are all irrelevant. Why? Because of the way black people are reasoning. Mazi, our stupidity, including me myself, our stupidity is non-comparable. Nobody can compare it, because you cannot tell me that an Igbo man, an Ijo man, an Ikwere man, we cannot sacrifice something to put ourselves in difficulty, to bring ourselves together and fight for our own existence. But today, since the Nnamdi Kanu have come up, since the Biafra agitation, IPOB is on board, everybody now is popping out from nowhere, popping out from every angle, using in the name of Biafra. But those people were there since about 15 years ago. They were nowhere to be found. 5 years ago, they were nowhere to be found. But today, Nnamdi Kanu is on board. IPOB is on board. Today, all of them are now seeing visions. All of them are freedom fighters. We should open our eyes. We should know that all these things that is, glitterings are not gold. These people, majority are fakes. We know where we stand. We know where we are heading. If it's Biafra of all these kind of these people, all these criminals, Mazi, do you remember the just like the region we are talking about today? The real message of Yahweh Yeshua, these people have twisted it, scattered everything. The same way all these impersonators, all these people that pop out from nowhere, all these money mongers, criminals, they want to twist the message of Nnamdi Kanu. They want to make it porous so that people can no longer know the authenticity, the real one, the real message. Mazi, whenever you speak, you always speak wisdom. All of you on this very hallowed platform, I salute all your courage. I salute all the Biafran gate watchers, gatekeepers, all these social medias, warriors, those ones who thought that they will just jump in from the window or just intruders. They want to jump in from to reap where they did not sow. Impersonators. But Chukwu Okike Abiama will deal with all of you. And we now will help you to send you quick for the quick judgment. Mazi, I salute you. May Chukwu Okike Abiama bless you and you too, and guide you.
Thank you. Caller on direct line, thank you for holding on patiently. Please, welcome to the program. Caller on direct line, can you hear me?
Mazi
Ndewo, Mazi.
Miracle will continue to guide, protect us. May his name be praised in our life. May he continue to guide ESN. May he continue to guide our own Hindu. May he continue to guide all our presenters and all the good IPOB members. May the Almighty God bless us to continue to have the substance to continue to fight the struggle. All this I ask in Jesus' name. Mazi, my name is Chizuki, and I'm calling from the US. Mazi, we have been seeing what is going on, and we have been doing our best to tweet. In case these people are not tweeting, please go and tweet. Send these things out. It is good for the international communities to see all these things that is happening. Don't think that your tweet is not doing anything. Your tweet is doing something. So I really thank everybody that normally comes and call in. It is not easy. They call in every day. It's not easy. And I thank the Almighty God for leading us to where we are today, because it's not easy. And I will say everyone join us on the 28th of this month in Washington, D.C. The places that we are going to go to is going to come out very soon, and we are going to send all these flyers to Facebook. We're going to tweet it out. We want everybody to join us, including our Oduduwa brothers. We want them to join us in doing what we're doing because they want their own freedom. So if they want their own freedom, it is better for them to join us, for us to move forward. But I know that freedom is assured. Biafra is assured. Nobody can take that one away from us, because it's an ordained institution of the Almighty God. So that one is non-negotiable. So I thank the Almighty God. Mazi, continue to do your work. Needless for me to talk about people that is filled everywhere. It is just for you to, when you're listening to what people are living the way you're supposed to listen and get your information. That's where you get when you get confused. When you listen to the right source, you don't get confused. I myself, I wasn't confused because I wasn't listening to them. Even to the level, there's a lot of things that went wrong, and we were able to conquer. We've already conquered all these things. Right now, the US is stronger, moving forward. You can see those ones that even run away during that time, that they are coming back to the fold. And what does that tell you? That one is non-negotiable, because everybody is coming back now. They know what is going on. They've been asking questions. All the money they've been stealing, all the money they've been collecting, what are they doing with the money? They tell you ESN this, ESN that. Are they speaking to ESN? Are they the one that is taking care of ESN? So how can someone that is not taking care of ESN or don't even know about ESN tell you about ESN? Like you foolishly follow them. It doesn't make sense. Mazi Jonathan, thank you so much.
Thank you. Ndewo. Cheers, Ndewo. You are one of us. We go to the caller on WhatsApp as I'm inching closer towards the end of this program. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program.
Yeah, Mazi.
Ndewo, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, Mazi, I can hear you. My name is Paul, calling from Gabon. Can I hear you? Yes, Mazi, as I'm saying, my name is Paul, calling from Gabon. Your analysis this evening was so nice for the Biafrans restoration. You are working seriously hard, and you are doing what you're supposed to do and what you know to do. So may the Almighty Father protect you and your family, guide you for us, because you are doing a wonderful job for the Biafrans. What I have to say to Biafrans around the world is that everybody must rise up. As the Fulani oligarchy has been, they have started to Islamize all the whole zoo, and they want to Islamize all the Biafran land. I want to tell people that we Biafrans, we Ipob, we are like somebody who was bite by dog, because now we have bite by dog, and we must bring this Biafran restoration to all over the world. We must stand up and make sure that the world, because far back as of 1960 something, the zoo and Britain lied against the Biafrans.
They lie against us, block everywhere, so that Biafran cannot have something to defend themselves. But this time around, the United Nations, African Union, European Union, all the whole world, all the whole lovers of freedom, they cannot say that they are not listening to the cry of Biafra around the world. Now, the children of Biafra, new generation has come to evangelize what is going on in Biafra land, to tell the world what is happening to us, and telling them that we need freedom. We need Biafra nation to be restored like before. So that is why the Biafran people must rise up. But I'm very, very sorry for the saboteurs, because they're supposed to know that this generation, we cannot forgive them. We cannot. We know. IPOB know who is doing what he's doing. They're supposed to know that what we are fighting in Biafra land now is the saboteurs. We must tell them that we know what they are doing, and the Biafra land cannot live in Biafra land. So man, a little war in France, the French people will understand. But I know that our children listen to the doctor this evening. And bonjour, peuple africain. Bonjour le monde entier. Et le monde qui aime la liberté. Et nous sommes le docteur Biafra. Nous sommes le peuple Biafra au monde entier. 1967, le monde entier, c'est-à-dire le Grande-Bretagne, le Nigeria est menti contre nous. Ils ont, qui a fait en sorte qu'ils ont massacré notre peuple, ils ont tué notre gens. Plus de 3 ou 4 millions de personnes qui sont mortes à travers cette guerre. Et le Grande-Bretagne est allé mentir contre le peuple Biafra, et ils nous ont fait le blocage de la nourriture, des médicaments. C'est une chose. Et on a perdu beaucoup de gens. Et mais cette fois-ci, notre nouvelle génération sont déjà mis debout. Si vous remarquez bien, et juste à ce moment, il ne faut que bloquer les médias, pour que les médias ne parlent pas ce qui se passe au Biafra, mais grâce aux réseaux sociaux qui nous permettent d'envoyer ce message au monde entier, envoyer ce message à l'ONU, envoyer ce message à l'European Union, envoyer ce message à l'Union africaine. Donc voilà pourquoi nous appelons les gens qui aiment la liberté. Parce que nous voulons la liberté, nous ne voulons pas la guerre, mais nous voulons la liberté. Les libertés que nous voulons, ça ne concerne pas le pétrole. Parce qu'on n'a rien à foutre, on n'a rien à faire avec le pétrole. Le pétrole, on ne veut pas ce pétrole. Parce qu'on constate que c'est ce pétrole qui fait en sorte que les Fulani et le Nigeria et les Grande-Bretagne continuent à nous piétiner, continuent à nous tuer, envoyer les militaires contre les civils. Ça, je n'ai jamais vu. Donc voilà pourquoi nous appelons tout le peuple au monde entier, le pays francophone, le pays africain qui aime la liberté. Parce qu'on dit, quand il y a le feu à côté de ton voisin, si vous n'arrêtez pas ce feu, cette feu risquera de traverser chez vous. Donc voilà pourquoi nous les Biafra, nous appelons tout le peuple africain qui a la liberté de mettre debout, de supporter le Biafra, de se détacher de Nigeria. On veut, vous voyez le pays Japon, le Japon n'a pas le pétrole, mais le Japon est riche. Le Japon est riche, le Japon est bien développé. Donc, mes frères et sœurs, nous demandons ce soir de se mettre debout, tous les Africains de se mettre debout, et supporter les Biafra. Et ils ont allé au Kenya, arrêté notre leader, le kidnappé. Ils ont kidnappé Mazi JOHNATHAN au Kenya. Et ce qui n'est pas faisable, parce que Mazi JOHNATHAN n'est pas une nationalité nigérienne, c'est une nationalité de Grande-Bretagne. Et ils n'ont pas le droit de nous kidnapper en Kenya. Donc nous appelons cette soir de nous supporter. And thank you for the opportunity to give to me. What I have to say is that the Biafran restoration is not to go Dubai and acquire a container. Everybody, wherever you are, you must stand up and tie your seat belt very well. We must, as these people have vowed to Islamize the zoo, that is how we vow to restore Biafra. Anything we can do to restore Biafra, we must do it. No going back, and we don't have any place to stay. No space to go back. We must restore Biafra nation, and they must release the Nnamdi for us. No going back.
Thank you.
And I'm calling all the people of the world to speak out. The people who love this freedom. Thank you, Mazi, for the opportunity you give to me. All I have to say is this in Biafrans, we must give them a sleepless night. We must give all over the world a sleepless night, and they must leave Biafran nation to exist in United Nations. Thank you, Mazi.
There will remain blessed. Thank you. I think caller on direct line. Colin, I will pick just one more call before I close this program. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Please go on.
Okay, sir. Mazi Jonathan, can you hear me, sir?
The whole world is hearing you. Go on, please.
Okay, sir. Dede Jonathan, Bishukwiko, Imana ihe na-eme ihe mmụọ. Adonai na-akọkwara na-aja nwoke mmụọ. Mazi Jonathan, sacrifice. And then when I see the big blessing or big sacrifice. Biafra is the blessing of the whole world. All the whole nations in this world, all the money they have belongs to us. Now we get them. And all of us knows the truth. Then Jonathan, imagine with them. One hour high jump. Biafra of the kingdom of heaven. I mean, that completely. No, there's the assurance. No bastard anywhere can stop us. We are afraid of. It is our land. Our land does not belong to America. It doesn't belong to Britain. It is for we Biafrans. Therefore, we will get our land back, and the 16th is divided. Nnamdi Kanu is a Biafran. It's not a Fulani. Nnamdi Kanu is a Biafran. It's not an America. It's only a British citizen. Let United Nations hear it, and Bro Johnson hear it. I told my uncle, Jonathan, that retire Europe, Jonathan should not insult anybody because you are disciplined people. But Jonathan, Biafrans, you see Bro Johnson, we retire him road. I have to follow job. If Bro Johnson bring that hello, again in this land, to mastermind the killing of Biafra, that Catholic or what it. Our women are forbidden. Ụmụ nwaanyị Biafra kulie kwa n'ụlọ. Ọ dịrị n'obilite ofu Catholic maka nwa America ga-enye anyị ala anyị. Adede Jonathan, I will use Umuowa and set as an example so that this platform, the whole world will understand that it belongs to Chukwu. Then we are IPOB, indigenous people. Then Jonathan, so we're going to go to Umuowa tupu ya rie echi. Eze Umuowa, then we can find some other. Then we can find then you can go other people echi. Maka, and then Chukwu that he will start from me to prove to the people that this platform, no bastard can take it from us. Then Jonathan, don't get that kuzuri na ihe ọwa ṣe. Then from the kuzuri na mo ma ja egbe na karibula ida kusela. Aya matala hotel. Funa ni awo ni la ha. Then Jonathan, and that obi ezo Umuowa me emu kwani Umuowa ebe obule no dey want to pay ya. Maka ihe mbugo be ha after 3 days. When I can just Umuowa ta dechi. Obi a na-ekpo obi ukwu obi si n'ọfụ obi na-esochikwa oke adabi nwa ya na-edochi enwe onye ara na-edochi nke dodo m nwere oge a dede oke fọke ụhụ ala arụrụ n'ụlọ so that a na-elebụrụ Umuowa maka ụmụ nwe dị na-eke ero mma ma chukwu oke aba atọ ha kakwa eri ha mere ọ ya mebiri ụwa niile ọ bụrụ a jide ede ajakwa ị na-eso Umuowa taa maka chukwu oke ebe gị dozi a akapagịla n'ime ụzọ m dede ma anọ m n'ozi bịa
what the people to come. You can come. Upon 16th. Then not the Kanu. But it's the fuck up a lot of that. Biafrans, I want to go on that. Whether you are all Biafra, all the governor, then I think it doesn't tell the leper. I told my director, then I feel Esther chapter 3 from verse 1 to Biafrans all over the down. Upload to kill us. I will defend myself. Then the chicken doesn't. I tell you Psalm 53. Psalm 53 from. We can say that there's no, but they will use this platform. I don't know how. Cause them 1 of 3 days. Then according to Jeremiah chapter 15 from verse 1. Then we talk about sacrifice. Then she came to 2014 like ultimately only by monitoring spirit. And they monitor them very well. Scottish ever Africa, a room over. Biafrans, only governor how woman has opened up again.
Mazi, are you still there? No.
Dara, o ti ka kola na lo mo wa gba se bire o ko ra go be ke aye sewele o ti ja lo we na kute o ka je mo wa ai 3 days to dey move straight away no minute e wo ko ko ga platform there dara le ko no fu ya da ka manori manafu mananko ya IPOP one family system is divided capital ya ko na jibril pete dara
there wo thank you. I think this is where I'm going to. Okay, let me pick this call. It has been calling. Caller, please, you have 3 minutes. I'm on the verge of closing. Please, 3 minutes and not more. Call on yourself.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good evening, Biafrans all over the world. Good evening, Mazi Jonathan. Mazi Jonathan, I really thank you for your good work. You know, whenever I just got a notification from where I'm watching, everything I'm doing it will be distracted. I will try to run to home to hear what he has you have to teach us all about. You know, Mazi Nnamdi usually told us that he's looking for 100 men, 100 current men. You know, we know the reason why he said he doesn't need multitude. It doesn't mean that we need multitude of people. You understand? We need people who can sacrifice whatever they have, whatever in spirit and in physical. You see, but we as a Biafrans, many of us don't know what we are looking for. Many of us are using this opportunity that Mazi Oyindu have built by himself. They're using it for their self-interest, selfish interest, thinking that selfish interest is a sacrifice. Selfish interest is different from sacrifice. You see, so when they are using it for their own benefit, for what they will get from it, from the food they will get to open up a YouTube to get the followers, because they see that people love what we are doing. So this is not a sacrifice. I love what you are teaching. I always listen to what you are teaching us about. So I am thanking Chukukike Abiyama for more guidance and protection, for more oil of wisdom. I used to call you Solomon of our time, Mazi Jonathan. You are Solomon of our time. God will keep guiding you and protecting you. And let me go for a backward from yesterday teaching about political destiny in our life. You see, when you are teaching us, you say that you will draw us back to when we will have a university to us to teach us more about everything about the regions have caused in our head. I'm so surprised. How can you jump to university? We need to start from Ntakara. Ntakara. Mazi Jonathan, we need to start from Ntakara. University is too high for us. We need to start from Ntakara. Ntakara equals 60 years old men. I know not Ntakara. We want to see a lot of things like this from holding the many years I know a bondage because we I had to use our sense. Mmadụ na-efiri na ọ na-emefe otu ka abịa na ayụ abiko ihe ịchọ ka inwe benefit in the future ihe na-agba ụfọdụ ama n'onwe ka a na-agbalụ mbọ ụfọdụ chere onwe is not for ourselves. Ihe anyị na-emefe a bụ ụmụ anyị kwụsị ịta afụfụ obodo ikpe na-agbapụsị nke ndị a ga-arapụziri ana Biafra anyị nchegbapụsị obodo Igbo onye ga-anọzi there. But this thing be I game our sacrifice of us equals today more foreign as with the Biafra and Kaina general common ESN auto Hayato common demonstration I check with Biafra selfish interest. So I really thank you because I really praying for you guys for more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
Thank you. Thank you very much, my brother. And with this, I have come to the end of this program. Biafrans, so what we do is out of passion for liberation because we have suffered enough. Honestly. You know, if you don't see or you don't engage in this struggle genuinely, you are wicked. I'm telling you, you are one of the most evil people. You are just the same thing like the politicians. Because our suffering, collective suffering, the mistakes our people has been making right from the creation of Nigeria to independence to, it should show us that we need to get this thing right. That is why our leader Mazi Nnamdi took the bull by the horn. Because somebody have to do this. Do you understand? Somebody have to do this. Therefore, we should contribute in every way possible. You know, individually, our individual talents, you know, we contribute. That is the thing. Do not say what you are doing is more than anybody or it doesn't mean anything. No. Continue doing what you are doing towards this restoration effort. This is how ants, little ants, they contribute. Millions of them gather. They take one sands each, one piece of sand. But before you know it, they build ant hill. That is what we are doing. We shouldn't continue waiting for our so-called elders, old people in the mainstream Nigerian politics. They are very selfish. All that matters to them is their political position, what they can gain, this and that. We should no longer listen to them telling us the way to go, because we are the people that are suffering. They don't care about future generations. As far as they are okay, everybody is okay. This is extreme selfishness. Therefore, we should continue sacrificing in every way we could in order to make sure that this struggle will reach to our goal in this struggle. And our goal is Biafra. We should continue listening to Radio Biafra London, because this is where we get the authentic information. Before I close, let me make this announcement. There will be a protest or a rally of Free Nnamdi Kanu protest and his rendition to Kenya on the 16th day of February as from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. in Luxembourg, where they call Place de Europe, Luxembourg City. We ask all IPOB, Luxembourg and Grand Region, those that live close to bordering towns like Metz, Trier, Longwy, to join us and all the lovers of freedom. For more information, you can contact this number, +35 266 134 3002. I repeat, +35 266 134 3002. That is signed by the National Coordinator, Luxembourg, Mazi Ibuanugo. We must continue in what we are doing. That is the bottom line. We must continue in what we are doing so that Biafra will be restored. Biafra is our religion. Biafra is our identity. Therefore, do not allow yourself to be deceived. When you go and start listening to garbage, all you get is garbage. You will fool your head with garbage. And what will you get? Confusion. And when you call Radio Biafra, you say, we are confused. You start talking another language. That is rubbish. Listen to Radio Biafra London for authentic information. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.
It's your boy, don't preach Sunday. I tell you now, say, I will come in another form. No retreat, no surrender. Nnamdi Kanu, anyị si gị nọ, onye ije nọ, deje, Sambe. Sambe, I don't want to say that. If I say I wanted, I just want to tell my people, Nnamdi another go, Nnamdi another go. I don't want to do that. If I do not want it, I just want to tell my people, Biafra not a go, Biafra not a go, Biafra not a go, Biafra not a go. I don't want to see that. If I see I want it, I just want to tell my people, Nnamdi not a go, Nnamdi not a go.
One Nigeria. Igbo bịa n'ụzọ bandị gị ndị si ya duba anyị na-achịzi anyị ọchịchị nchigbu ekekere ụwa biko nna m bịa n'ụzọ bandị gị ndị si ya duba anyị na-achịzi anyị
Do you want me to be honest or just speak, political correctness here? But I choose to be honest with you. I choose to be honest with you, and for me to be honest with you, I have to go back a little bit. But let me start with the situation that we're facing in this country today. If you believe that those that are in power in Nigeria today would ever contemplate the possibility of giving power to an Igbo man in 2023 or thereafter, then you still haven't fully understood the challenge and the problem that we have in this country today. You need to understand that the mindset of some of these people, not all, some, but those that Buhari represents, that is his own clique within the Fulani ruling class, not all Fulanis, but his own clique, who are in power today. Their mindset is that the most dangerous people in this country and the people that they must suppress more than any other are the people of the Southeast. And you need to understand that before the Civil War, and I need to go back in history because that's a damn good question and it deserves a clear answer, a thorough answer. Let's go back a little bit. Before the Civil War, these same people, he, for example, was active then. And you need to remember the role that they played on the night of July 29th, 1966, when the Northern Officers counter coup took place. And 300 Igbo officers were killed in one night, including an Igbo head of state. He was involved. And many of them that are running this country in that cabal today were involved or he supported it. They said it was to pay back for what had happened in January 15th, 1966. Now, after that, what happened? The same people unleashed their people on Igbo civilians in the northern part of this country, and the figure that is often cited is 30,000 were killed. It's not true. Closer to 100,000. Not only were they killed, people, women had their stomachs cut open and little babies were pulled out and their heads were dashed against the wall. That is what they did then in 1966, before the Civil War. And the Igbos were slaughtered like flies all over the north by these same people. They went rushing back to the east, where they believed they were safe. And the position was this. The leader of the core northern Muslims within the army, Murtala Muhammad, urged Gawan, who was head of state, to march on the east immediately and wipe out the Igbos. Gawan, to his credit, refused to do that and said, no, let's negotiate. And the negotiation started. They broke down, then there was a civil war. In that civil war, 3 million Igbos were killed by federal forces. They were killed by all of us. I'm from the Southwest. I take responsibility for that, as every other Nigerian ought to. Civilians, not soldiers. 3 million, including 1 million children, subjected to genocide, subjected to mass murder, subjected to ethnic cleansing by us. The war ended. We did not apologize. Instead, what did we do? What did we do? We took all their property in the name of abandoned property. We gave them £20, even if they had $1 million in the bank. And we said, come back, no victor, no vanquished. Biggest lie from the pit of hell. There was a victor and there was a vanquished. And we all know who was who. They came back into Nigeria and we reintegrated them. But even with all the reintegration, no Igbo man could be trusted to be general officer commanding GOC until Obasanjo came to power in 1999. Igbos were not allowed to rise up within the military or in any power configuration in the country. It was something that was understood that you never put an Igbo man in a position of real power. You can give him appointments, but you don't put him in a position of real power. Okay. Obasanjo came, made General Abiaku, I think his name was, GOC. And then from there, Jonathan came, he appointed an Igbo chief of army staff. Okay? Yes. My wife is reminding me of the name, Ehejireka. You know, he appointed an Igbo chief of army staff. Okay? And we thought things would go on that way. There would be a reintegration of the Igbos. And Obasanjo integrated many Igbos. People like Obiezekazili, and Uba, so many came in and playing key roles, key positions. We thought things would get better. And unfortunately for us, though, in 2015, everything changed because Nigerians elected, in quotation marks, a man that had, again, I say it again, a different worldview and went back to the pre-1966 disposition and mentality of things. And that position was that Igbos cannot be trusted. Igbos have no rights. Igbos are members of he called them 5%, I believe, that didn't vote for him. And his mindset was he will teach Igbos the lesson of their lives. And he has done precisely that. If the killings had stopped then, I would have said, okay, fine. Everything we said is history. But sadly, it didn't stop. Igbo youths, Ipob youths, Igbo nationalists have been killed under this government. More have been killed than at any other time during this, apart from during the Civil War, under this government. Igbos have been hopelessly marginalized by the government. Igbos have been treated with contempt by this government. Not just Igbos, Southerners, Christians, and Middle Belters. They've added that one as well. And that's what's going on. And what the Igbos was subjected to by all of us in 1966 is what we are all being subjected to now by those that are around Buhari. Now, going to your question, given all that, before I come to that, let me just add this. Ipob says they want to have a referendum. They want the right to self-determine. And you label them as terrorists when none of them has ever carried a gun, as far as I'm aware. I was in prison with Nnamdi Kanu. I had extensive discussions with him. I got to know him. I understood his mindset, and I could feel his pain for his people. Yet they say they want to have a referendum. You say they're terrorists. Meanwhile, those that are butchering our people every day in the name of ethnic domination and hegemony, in the name of furthering the ambitions and the aspirations of Usman Danfodio and Samadu Bello and Buhari himself, the three Madis, you don't call them terrorists. You pat them on the back, you refuse to arrest any of them. And you say what they're doing is okay. You encourage them. Okay? And the same you, free Boko Haram terrorists, the same you once said that you want to apply Sharia all over the country. The same you said Muslims should only vote for Muslims. The same you says an attack on Boko Haram is an attack on the North. The same you has said so many things which implicitly are on line and on all fours with the Boko Haram philosophy. These are the people that have been ruling us for 5 years. And the same you has empowered the Fulani to a point that they have everything now. And you really believe that those people in 2023 will sit down and say that they will allow a situation to arise whereby the one they hate the most can possibly take power in this country? They will not allow that to happen. Now, if you ask me what I think that would be the way forward as an individual. That if you really want to appease the Southeast, indeed the people of the South, why on earth not? Why shouldn't we have that? But the reality is that those that control the levers of power are diametrically opposed to that philosophy. They don't pretend not to be. They will never deny it. And they're not even hiding it. So they won't allow that to happen. What they will tell you at the very best is possibly will give vice presidency to the Southeast. And in a situation like that, if they did that, and the northern president came to power, and something happened to him, I assure you they will never let an Igbo man take power. It's their mindset. Even the one that's there now, the Yoruba man that's there as VP. If anything happens to Buhari, I doubt very much they'll let him take power. The position that they have adopted is that power must remain in the north, in perpetuity for as long as possible. And they have rationalized it over and over again. So that's the situation that we're in. But left to me, two things. The first thing is this. That would go a long way to heal the wounds of the past. An apology for what we did to the Southeasterners and to the Igbos during the Civil War. Secondly, proper compensation and reparations for what we did to them. Thirdly, to now openly come forward and say, let an Igbo man be president of Nigeria. Because they've never had an elected Igbo, we've never had an Igbo man leading us with power. Let it happen. That is what I would suggest. That's the first one. The other one is this. If it is, you can't do that. And if it is that the time for that has passed, because many Igbos will tell you, particularly those that share the philosophy of people like Nnamdi Kanu and even Masop philosophy, they will tell you they're not interested in that anymore. Then the other thing you can do is say, allow them to determine their own future, just as the people of Scotland were allowed to determine theirs, just as Britain, the United Kingdom, was allowed to determine hers when it came to Brexit, just as so many other countries in the world, through a referendum and exercising the right of self-determination. And I think that would make far more sense than to say just give them an Igbo presidency, which you and I know is not likely to happen. Let me end with this, okay? We are approaching 2023. Some in the Southwest, specifically Bola Tinubu, believes that his party will field him. I will tell you this today. He has made the biggest mistake of his life. They will not support him. Their position